they found us out. No sudden moves, don't make a sound. They're out for blood this time around. We gotta burn it all down. Today's the day, revolution's on its way. Our time is now, hold the line. This is how we'll be defined. Just stand your ground, give and take. Only works when both sides really give and take. So revolution's on its way. Look around, what do you know? This whole damn place is about to blow. Look around, what do you see? I see the wolves at bay coming after me. Coming now, yeah, they're right outside the door. They tried to hold us down, but they can't control us now. Today's the day, revolution's on its way. Our time is now, hold the line. This is how we'll be defined. Just stand your ground, give and take. Only works when both sides really give and take. So revolution's on its way. Look around, what do you know? This whole damn place is about to blow. Look around, what do you see? I see the wolves at bay coming after me. Coming now, yeah, they're right outside the door. Break us down more. They want it all. They're gonna try to take us all. They wanna see us fall. Get ready for the war. Look around, what do you know? This whole damn place is about to blow. Look around, what do you see? Wolves at bay coming after me. Get ready for the war. They're coming now, yeah, they're right outside the door. Look around, what do you know? This whole damn place is about to blow. Look around, what do you see? I see the wolves at bay coming after me.
I should have put my in the back of the arena.
She beat you to it. Hi, we've got just about everybody here tonight. We're short a member. Also, my camera is foggy as shit. I probably need to clean that during the break, but that's fine. It adds ambiance. No,
I thought it was.
no, that's just dirty because it's been that same like grainy picture since I turned that light on.
Damn.
Yeah.
Daisy.
It's okay. We were moving it around for the thing that we were trying
That's fair.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
Wow.
Hi, welcome to Fleeting Hope. It's chaos as always. Real quick before we get into the session tonight, Savannah, would you like to go ahead and handle announcement?
Hello, all my fine people. Number one announcement. Sponsor. If you'd like to sponsor us, we have an open sponsoring space. This spot could be taken by you, whether you're G-Subs, maybe Vans shoes, maybe Diet Coke. Shut up! The same Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories.
Not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored yet, DM. Anyways. Next, if you look below in our description, we have a Behance link with all our social medias. You can go check out our TikTok, our YouTube, our Spotify. We post most of our old sessions on YouTube and Spotify. And also, you can check out some of our social medias. Me, Sunshine Illustration. We have Red Cat Mannequin, and then also, he's not here tonight, but White Hawk. You can check us all out. It's a fun scavenger hunt to try and find the DM. Good luck. The prize is
Bragging rights.
And you get to get it on with your best friend's mom. Anyways.
With consent, of course.
With consent, if she consents. Or they consent.
Or they. Hey, who knows?
Anyways. And next, I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
I did it, guys. I'm so proud of myself.
Yay!
Round of applause. The theater kid inside me is thriving.
Well,
Back to you, DM.
with that, let's go ahead and jump back into our story here. So, after realizing y'all were kind of between jobs and missions and quests at the moment, y'all had decided to pursue the option of taking a job with the tal'dorei orders. Them's organization that she works for. Y'all agreed to take on a job in the Lushgut Forest, an area that Belwin is extremely familiar with. Figured it'd be a quick and easy job, help get y'all a little bit more coin in your pocket, maybe get your name out there a little bit more. And it was a pretty quick job. Would have been quicker had you had easier means of travel, but you eventually made your way to a ruin that believe it was Belwin had seen from atop Peaches.
Yeah, atop Peaches. That was me.
As Peaches flew above the tree canopy.
Yeah. You found a ruin, made your way there, and were able to put a stop to whatever nefarious ritual was being planned in this space. You
Let's go.
apprehended, rather than outright killing, apprehended the leader of this group, who happened to seemingly wield similar blood magic as to your tiefling friend. And with Tomay's help, swiftly exited the premises after cleaning this place out, more or less. So we come back to you are landing your feet on stone floor. You take a moment to gauge in your surroundings, and for some of you, actually the majority of you, you have no idea where you're at. Belwin, okay, the majority of you are familiar with the Cobalt Reserve and their normal adornments at this point. Except for you, Leviathan, you haven't really paid much attention. But you see a familiar face to you, actually. The Cobalt Reserve monk you had met in Daisies not but a week ago.
What's his name?
I forgot.
Wait,
And I had it.
I'm looking at it. I'm finding it.
Was like
Oh,
Darian?
it's Elric.
Yes.
Yes. Expositor Elric.
Oh, I did not think my notes.
Expositor Belric?
Elric.
Elric.
Elric. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Like L from Death Note. Elric.
Yeah.
Or Edward
Elric.
Elric.
Yeah.
There we go.
Goodness
gracious.
That's actually where the inspiration for the name came from.
Okay. What?
That was where the inspiration came from.
Hey!
So standing there before you, kind of just like panting, you can see a little bit of sweat dripping down his face. He looks like he just sprinted here, as Tomay literally just sent him a message a second before y'all teleported.
Oh, how
So
Well, how did it go?
y'all gotta give me more time.
No. I didn't know we didn't give you that much time. I apologize.
Tomay, sorry about that. It was kind of a quick exit. In the last minute, reminding myself that I need to let you guys know. You at least let us know. That's the basis of what we were asking. Who the fuck is that? It points at the individual currently bound and gagged and hogtied, essentially.
This young fellow is a guy my employers requested me to retrieve with everyone.
So we retrieved them.
Make a persuasion check.
Wazy.
Is anyone else attempting to like
Assist.
put forth any more effort in assisting? Belwin is assisting here. I'm just asking if it needs to be a group persuasion or just an individual.
I'm just gonna say, this is Zen's toy for the night.
With advantage.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
Let's
fucking
go. I love you.
Give a better pen.
Oh, thank you.
You asked the question. Pick from the goblet of pens.
I have to test all of the pens
Oh no.
to see if they
You
go
said-
well with this.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God I had advantage because that is a 17.
17.
With the option of having a nat 1.
Okay.
We got saved.
We got it.
Okay. He looks at you. He looks at you, and then like head like shifts towards Leviathan, but eyes stay on you. And you watch his eyes flash for a
I'm
moment.
just gonna like lean
And-
towards him and kind of go like.
This guy, who is still fully alive and conscious, just hisses.
Oh, don't be shy.
He
I have the
right. Just out of here quickly before someone else starts asking questions.
That sounds good. Thank you.
He assigns another monk to lead y'all out, as none of you know your way about here.
Right. Technically, wouldn't I know?
You've never been in here in this space. Because Tomay is the only one who knows about this space until now. But y'all are let out, basically put back out into the streets of Port Damali, which you all recognize from this standpoint to a degree. It takes Zem and Leviathan a moment to, oh, okay, I know where I'm at now.
Fuck yeah, I remember stuff.
So, what y'all doing? Y'all have a person bound and gagged in the streets currently. Guards are starting to look, but they saw y'all come out of the Cobalt Reserve, so they're like, it's an apprehensive, do I even bother right now?
That's fair.
But they are watching you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna naturally start walking towards Daisy with our prisoner, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Just casually.
help push him along and go, we're just gonna
Is
wrestle
he
later.
knocked out? Like, is he conscious?
No, he's conscious.
He's conscious.
He's conscious. He's
His
given
mouth
up at this point. Yeah, his
Can
mouth
we-
is gagged.
Okay.
His
But, like,
hands-
how
Can
is
I,
he not
like,
screaming?
Put like cover him with like my cloak, like take off my cloak of billowing and like just cover him with it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good.
And
Yeah.
because it's a magical cloak, you watch as Belwin takes it off with his gnomish form to put it over this Wanti. It just like begins to stretch and grow to be able to cover
Yeah, I'm
him.
just like, oh.
I guess we can't wrestle now.
What? What?
Because you get billowing on.
I wasn't. Did you think? What? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, as y'all are walking, you see a couple guards look away. One of them, who looks to be leading a patrol currently through the street to just like keep an eye out, has like cocked his head and stopped the patrol, and is sending them forward, but is staying behind
That's fair.
until y'all pass,
That's fair.
possibly to intercept y'all.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. Okay.
Y'all continue walking, and he does eventually. I have to ask. You are carrying a person who is bound in the city. None of you are guards by any looks.
Oh no. Where a strange adventuring party, and we were assigned to capture this individual because he was making trouble in the Lushgut Forest.
He's gonna take a moment and like scan all of you.
What she said.
You see his eyes like glance over you and take a good long look, soak you in, and
She
then
winks.
a little look of recognition,
What's
a
that?
look of recognition, a definite look of recognition. You actually recognize this guard. He generally watches the gate that you come in and out of most.
Right.
And then looks at Leviathan and
What? Why are you looking at me like that? What?
you are
What?
definitely a strange adventuring crew.
Oh, we get that a lot.
What's wrong with me?
I can show you
Right.
how much stranger it can get.
I don't recognize you as much as I do I'm sorry, what was that?
What?
I'm gonna see if he actually caught it.
I didn't catch you when you said.
You see just the slightest bit of red in his cheeks as he's turning away, and just, it wasn't meant to be an insult. I just was gauging you and whether or not I could trust you.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
I am fine. Okay.
I didn't see you come in today.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been in town?
Minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we came in from the Coldbar Reserve.
I'm not gonna ask any more questions. Where are you taking this individual?
Daisy's.
Yeah,
To a tavern.
Yeah.
that's where we're meeting the guy who asked us to capture him.
Yeah, that's where we're meeting our.
You want to come with employer?
Do you have paperwork to verify this?
We have
What?
Daisy.
You generally do have some form of paperwork that says, doing this for an organization,
Right.
need to know basis with proper seals and identifications
just-
for
I'll
stuff
just-
like this.
Pull that out. And just
Yeah.
be like, here you go.
Right.
Offer still stands, darling.
What?
Be on your way quickly. Y'all are drawing a lot of attention in this
All
street.
right, let's go. And I just.
He keeps a watchful eye on the lot of you all.
I'm just, while we're walking away, just wave and wink.
That's when he just like turns his direction, just turns away and leaves y'all alone.
I
But
do
y'all-
what you do. I do what you do.
You'll continue pushing through the streets, and it's a pretty busy day today. About this time of day, Tomay would know. It's about 11 o'clock right now.
Damn.
AM.
Oh, excuse me.
Bam.
But y'all make your way towards Daisy's, and walking into the door, immediately greeting you is about a handful worth of people in here. It's starting to pick up about that time of the day. Some people coming in to get an early lunch or an early drink for their lunch. The two same individuals who are always in there. And behind the counter, seeing y'all enter, Melody. And as y'all walk in,
Melody.
We're back.
Hello, Melody, darling.
Why don't y'all seat yourselves?
Yes.
I'll see you here in a second.
That
She
sounds
turns and walks into the kitchen.
And I go find a table for everyone,
Yeah, there's
including our dear prisoner.
a couple spots that you could stash yourself nearby the stairwell.
Is there a booth?
Yeah.
Is there a booth? We get a booth. We get a booth. A boob.
You all cram yourselves into this booth, obscuring
Yeah.
people from seeing this Wanti who's bound and gagged. Few moments pass. A few moments pass, and you see Daisy come over. And Daisy, hey guys, snaps, and you watch behind him what almost looks like a magic like sheet appear of illusion.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. And get back
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You all did the job, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
Well, then come on. Where's Robert?
He hasn't come by yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
Did he separate from y'all or something?
Yeah, he said he needed to go do something, but I figured to be done by now with it.
We could talk about that when we get this all settled. Let's get in here. And he begins to lead y'all into the distillery area, down into the secret tunnel that leads beneath,
Secret tunnel.
with Daisy at the lead, Zem just behind, leading your prisoner. Daisy would have thrown a bag over his head before heading in
Yeah,
here.
that's fair. Fair. My head too?
No,
No. You've been in here before.
Whose head?
on the prisoner that y'all are currently carrying.
When we're starting to walk, can I grab my cloak from the bounty guy and put it back on me?
Yeah, easy enough.
Just to establish that. Yeah.
And just
Sorry.
in awe,
Yeah.
watch it shrink back down. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, being led through, eventually through the labyrinth. I gotta pull up my map real quick because I gotta remember the pathing to where y'all are being led to right now.
That's fair.
Because y'all are not being led to the same place as before.
Oh. Is fun like that.
So, being led out of the labyrinth, you are led straight forward rather than left in the main hallway area. No, sorry, you would go down through the chow hall. Never mind. So, y'all continue through the chow hall the same way that y'all went before.
Can I look in the chow hall and see if there's anyone I recognize?
Yeah, make a perception check as you're leading this person through. But you can see there's actually a good bit of people here at this time currently in the process of probably having a last meal before bed because these people work on the night shift or having their first meal of the day. Which
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. Keeping an eye through, you do see Rowan in the lot of them.
I try to wave at him and see if he sees me.
Yeah. I mean, y'all have definitely drawn a bunch of attention, and you see some of the other blood hunters and other members of the Clarion orders.
Right.
Like kind of like looking at y'all. Some of them like, hey, look at what Zen did. Like,
I'm just like waving like, just as I lead a prisoner right behind me by the ropes. Like just like
I'm just like looking at her like,
yeah. You hear in the crowd as y'all are walking with that perception. Belwin, you hear as well with your passive perception. Someone in the back corner of the room as y'all are walking, y'all have passed them already. Go, hey, is that Tayoshi? You hear another guy, nah, Tayoshi ran away. I thought he died, man. And they kind of get into this little disagreement whether or not this guy is alive and or them.
yeah.
Okay.
Still
But
waving like a pattern queen.
yeah,
Just like as we leave the chow hall, I'm just like goodbye.
yeah. Daisy walks y'all towards Rowan. And hey, Rowan. And he's already looking. Yes, Daisy. Your protege here nabbed herself her first bag. I see that.
Are you proud of me?
They still alive?
Yeah.
He's
Can
gonna
I
walk.
can I smack the prisoner on the forehead and make him say ow or hiss or something?
Yeah, you just like hit him in the face with the bag on. It just
See, he's alive.
okay. He doesn't look too beat up either.
Yeah, we did good.
Pressure
Nailed it.
points. quite a thing.
Hell yeah. Well, come on. We'll head over to a debrief room. Give you all the info on who this guy is. He can share anything he feels like sharing. Can he hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He should be. Can you hear us? Yeah, he can hear us.
Okay, yeah.
As if you're a bitch.
You watch him just like,
That's how you make
he's
them
like,
shut up.
he's kind of struggling against the ropes right now, and Rowan walks over and places a hand on him,
Oh.
and you feel him, or you watch him kind of like relax,
Calm emotions.
and just starts following Rowan.
Oh, not calm emotions.
I let go of the rope and just like do my full pageantry to the chow hall, just like.
Can I just like smack her against the head? Just stop.
Make an unarmed strike.
Oh, fuck.
It won't be for any damage or anything. I just
Just to see if it hits.
yeah. This is a dexterous motherfucker over here.
Oh, I know. That's why I said, can.
It's like if
No.
you.
No.
It's like if you just try to just smack Belwin. You can't just
I like-
smack Belwin.
I like. I guess I like sense it and I just go.
you hear a couple guys start laughing in the
She's
crowd.
gonna like continue and she's gonna be like, this is kind of fucking cool, man.
Come on, y'all.
I run.
Daisy. Hey, I'm gonna go back upstairs if that's cool. Rowan, that's fine, Daisy. All right, I'll have drinks for y'all up there and food.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you,
Yeah, of course. You did yourself a good job this time around.
Food.
And he takes his leave. Rowan now leading y'all down this hall. Zem in a direction you've only been a couple of times.
Oh shit.
All the way to the end.
Oh shit.
Making a right
Oh fuck.
into a long tunnel that descends downward
Oh shit.
to the next floor.
Oh shit.
Going to the containment.
Excuse me.
So-
Can I do right now?
What?
Do what now? Do what now? Did you just say, partner?
Heading down this tunnel, it makes a sharp U-turn as it descends even further and opens up. And the first thing that meets your attention is a massive set of steel doors with glass panes that you can see through. There are currently, you can see some operating tables in the distance. You can see rows and rows of bookshelves and scrolls,
I'm just kidding, not the containment.
and a few individuals in the process of bouncing between these different stations. Zem, you know this is the Library and Research Center.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah, I get those two confused.
Well, when he says downstairs, my automatic thought is the containment unit. So
I thought prison.
Rowan leads y'all to the right from here, up a little bit past the library. Another right into a strangely winding path that has a separate offshoot to the left. He leads you all to that offshoot through the order processing room, which Zem, you know this connects to the barracks, so that hunters can come to the next chamber, the grand meeting chamber.
fuck.
God damn it.
Let me guess, the big boss is gonna be there again.
Opening the door and holding it aloft for you all,
No one sees it.
Rowan
I see it.
Rowan ushers you all in, and you watch the Yuan-Ti individual you assume may or may not be Teoshi now, walk through the door of his own volition, and he ushers you all through. Walks through himself and shuts the door behind, and inside,
Watch you open the door.
walking inside, you see sitting at the head of the table in this chamber, Alistair.
Don't worry about it.
Sitting
Don't worry about it.
to his left is Elias.
Oh shit. We got all of them. Goddamn.
And you see a couple other members that
big boys.
the name doesn't come to mind right now,
But I will
but
know they're big boys.
there's a few directors sitting around
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
big boys. I'm a big boy. Not like that. Not like that big boy.
You watch
Pretty big.
the individual that is bound walks himself to the center of the chamber just before the table, sets himself down on his knees, and sits.
He's about to sit down.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna sit at the table, kind of away from all the directors and stuff, as an air of respect, but still with Zem's attitude, be like, yeah, though, I'll be fine. Just over to
Okay.
here. I failed. Sit at the table.
Yeah?
I sit at the
What are the rest of y'all doing?
I'm at the very end.
I guess I said it.
You're just distancing yourself?
Like, I'm like one or
You-
2 seats away.
You recognize, actually, you all recognize Elias. He's the one who gave you the job.
Yes.
But you, Kaylinn, recognize Alistair from your meeting before.
Oh. Do I know him?
No.
No. The rest of y'all don't know.
Yeah, the rest of you
anyone
don't.
else in this room except for Elias.
Elias and Rowan.
Yeah.
Rowan has taken a seat next to Alistair.
I sit next to Zem.
Okay. You all take a seat at the table, Belwin.
Yep.
Yeah.
You sitting?
No, I'm gonna stand.
Tomay takes a seat nearby the rest of you all, and he's been keeping quiet and just watching,
That's fair.
looking.
That's fair. I have a bad idea.
No, don't do it.
Okay. Don't do it. Please
No.
don't. Okay.
But what is it?
These are my big bosses we're talking about. Please don't.
They could kill us.
They could. Very much so.
Did what?
They could one-shot us.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
I have no doubt. But
A silence.
my bad idea was
No
the green
silence
pouch.
at this
I
time.
know.
A silence fills the room.
It just says green pouch.
A silence fills the room. Tension builds just a moment. Like, you all can feel Zem's anxiety. It's through the
Zem's
roof
just,
right
She's
now.
trying to look cool, but she's like sitting here kind of like tapping the table.
Yeah,
Like with
like
anxiety.
leg
Just like-
bouncing. You can see like one of the eyes is like glowing and flaring a
Yeah.
little bit more than the other.
You think you're taking a screenshot.
The silence and tension is broken by Elias. Glad to see you all made it back.
Yeah, we live.
Yes. And it looks as though the majority of you are unharmed.
For the most part.
Just the usual scratches, and I touch the kind of fresh cuts.
Right.
From,
He,
you know.
of course. He notices, he takes note of the blood rings that are still kind of on Teoshi, just not affixing him anymore.
Mhm.
And
Then it's just gonna be like,
you hear
do a little dancing.
you hear some more claps, and then notice in the riser seats around there are other hunters.
Oh my god.
And you
Oh my
see
Jesus. What the fuck?
you see a few of them are like they're giving an applause and like looking, and like some of them are like giving you a good look over and looking over him.
That was just gonna be like, do a little pageant wave, not as like flamboyant as she was in the chat hall, but just like a little pageant wave. Should I release those?
Oh, they don't look to be binding anymore.
I can take them off.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, what have y'all discovered? What did y'all discover? What? Tell me about this quest.
Well, they were in the process of some ceremony, from what we could see. Not 100% sure what it was. I just grabbed them and we went, pretty much.
Yeah, I just bad vibes.
Did y'all find any sort of written incantations or instructions?
Mine that could.
And Tomay speaks up. There were some papers that were found.
Oh, I said check on it. They're
And he pulls out the paper, the written unholy texts that he had found in the chest. Pulls them out and
I found those.
oh yeah, you did find those. He took them though, because comprehend languages was the thing y'all were gonna do.
Yeah.
He hands them over. And Elias takes a look at him and blinks his eyes. You watch him flash with a little red for a moment. Oh, was he still in the lush gut?
Yes. Yes, he was in a ruin.
That tracks. Do y'all have all of these components on y'all?
What?
Yeah.
So.
Whatever that is.
Oh, right. Not everybody can.
read it. Yeah, I can read your file.
Hands it over. This is a like fully fleshed out rite called the rite of decay. I'm trying to get to my notes of it,
There you go.
but I can't remember where I put them.
Oh no.
Oh, I did write it down.
Oh. Nice.
Shut up, I didn't even read it.
There we go.
This moment of DM finding is brought to you by our social media. Go
Sorry.
check it out in our Behance link.
Yeah.
It is the ritual
Yes.
of decay.
Ritual of decay.
As you're reading through it, you can see it like it lays out like very specific environmental conditions for when the spell has to be cast. A very specific headdress that has to be worn by the ritual leader. A staff encrusted with jet and onyx that must be used by the ritual leader. Fang of a large serpentine beast. And then this written incantation. And it starts to go over what you need to sacrifice through it, the exact steps that you need to take, the specific incantations that you must speak and chant. It's extremely detailed.
What?
So,
Yes, yeah.
so for the specific items that y'all found the headdress,
Yeah, I have that.
you found the staff,
I also have that.
you found the fang.
I do not have that.
Somebody found the fang, somebody grabbed it.
I hope it wasn't me, because I don't know.
Because y'all found just about everything other than like some tools.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have 4 elements.
Was it me?
That's about the only thing that
It might have been. We'll say one of y'all has it.
I don't have it.
Okay.
We'll say.
And that is what is needed to do the entirety of the ritual. Those things continue to exist after the fact.
I'm guessing you hand it over.
Yeah, are y'all starting to hand these things over?
Yeah.
Gavin said, yeah, you got it. For Belwin.
Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah.
For the sake of brevity, yes.
Yeah.
We're like.
you also see that some of the sacrifices are things that you found. There was the jade dust that you had picked up. Y'all never picked up the bottles, or did you? That were with the jade dust? There were those clay pots also
No,
in
I
there?
did.
Okay.
I did. I wrote them down.
So as
Or
Leviathan,
clay pots, yeah.
yeah, as Leviathan's like saying all this aloud, you pull out these pots, and as he's saying, a gallon of blood and ichor,
Oh.
and you realize one of these has blood and one of these has ichor.
I'm just like, what kind of blood?
Pretty sure it's 8 pots.
The jade dust.
Jade dust.
There was a bag of dirt. I don't think any of y'all took that.
I don't think so.
No.
Specifically unhallowed dirt.
No.
A heart of a treant,
Someone grabbed that. I remember that.
a wooden heart.
Oh, that wasn't me.
I remember that.
Oh.
Someone grabbed that. Someone grabbed
I
that.
remember It was someone, yeah.
Yeah, somebody grabbed it.
Because I remember the woman wooden heart, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh,
Oh yeah, didn't you take? No, never mind.
Someone grabbed it.
I have everything in my inventory.
Someone grabbed it.
Okay. And then the last thing that y'all are like, wait, hold on, we didn't see anything. A huge beast of the native forest.
Oh yeah, no.
No, we did not see that.
Nope.
Except for myself and Peaches.
Yeah, and then you hand over the rest of the
Good stuff.
papers over.
Oh, yes.
They all begin to like, they're looking over this, and you hear mumbles up in the viewing gallery. People, wow, holy shit, they found a lot of shit. Or I'm surprised a lot of them were grabbing onto that stuff. Who knows if any of that's cursed?
I would have never thought of that.
Already cursed. Shit.
Oh, she's got me.
You hear a few other odd and end comments that are like, some of them are like praise, others are like making you question your choices.
I never question my choices.
But eventually, Elias and Alistair look at each other. Elias looks past and looks at Rowan. Rowan. All three of them.
I love the silent talk that's happening.
All three of them look towards you, and you'll learn it one day.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is for somebody on their first job. This isn't your first job. This is your first big job, though.
Yeah, first big
This is your first big job.
where I had to bring someone back.
Right,
It wasn't just information.
right. This is commendable. This is exceptional.
Thank you. Though
This-
I don't think I could have done it without these fine folks.
Especially without me. I'm just.
I'm gonna just like I'm gonna cast a message and just be like, I'm not sure about that.
To who?
We'll do Alistair.
Okay. Both Rowan and Alistair are looking at you, and Elias is just like, "Oh yeah, so you helped out as well." Alistair and Rowan are just like giving you that like, "Yeah, sure, bud."
Like beating the shit.
Yeah.
So bloody.
Yep.
I mean, we all are technically.
Some of you were just entirely untouched.
Touch myself. I sliced myself. I bloodied myself.
Oh well.
I mean,
Was
since
this-
does that too.
Was this all that you all had found?
Yeah, that's about everything that is in the ritual, at least.
No, cheers to that, man. What?
Yeah. Well, as long as nothing that you found outside of that is any concern of ours, then y'all are free to keep whatever it is that y'all found. They'll be here in a moment. So, tell me more. What was it? What was it like? Was it a fun fight? Was it challenging?
I'll be honest, I don't remember. Talking about fun, she was too high to remember.
Sure.
So
Whatever floats your boat.
you get
Yes.
1 platinum.
Why?
This is the shared gold.
Yeah, this is the gold that y'all found in total divided.
Yeah, since we're not doing anything.
Wait, whoa. I wrote down we have 14 platinum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
split it
he
up.
already did all the math.
I did all the math already.
Okay, but I'm only getting 1 platinum?
Yeah, 14 platinum
No.
between 5 people, 6 people.
That's at least 2
Well,
platinum.
5 people because Tomei said he doesn't
yeah,
get a cut.
you're right. So
Oh no,
20.
sorry, my bad. 3 platinum. I've got my own notes.
Okay.
Then you get 1 silver,
That makes sense.
5 copper.
Isn't it 102 gold?
102 gold.
Yeah.
Is that it? And then same thing with everyone.
What?
So,
Okay,
Yeah.
one
I
So-
got it.
Yeah, you got it.
So everyone gets 3 platinum, 102 gold, 1 silver, and 5 copper. And we'll call it even at that.
Cool. And then I'm gonna give Aurora the Mace of Smiting that I found.
Yeah, you can go ahead and add that into your inventory on D&D Beyond.
I'm gonna
How do we do that? I'm writing it down.
yeah, just write down Mace of Smiting.
And we'll add it.
We'll
during
add it.
break.
How do you spell mace?
MACE.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's that, or I was thinking G.
And I'm gonna give you the Petrified Mouse that I found.
Mace of what?
Delicious.
Smiting.
How the
Yeah.
fuck do you spell that?
SMITING.
ING. So when Leviathan's distributing all this stuff, as y'all are all pulling your own findings out and
Yeah.
getting this all scattered out, Leviathan like kind of passively just like slides something in your direction, and you're like, oh, he found something for me. Is it a rock? Oh my! This is a frozen, like petrified by time mouse.
I'm just like,
I thought you would like it since you like mouses.
Miska's just squeaking, like
I'm
a
just
little
gonna,
angry.
Like, slowly pet her and like put it away, maybe for a mate,
Okay.
and then like wipe my hand.
I actually figured out how to manage my inventory.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
Do I equip it or backpack it?
Wherever you plan on putting it, if you put it in your backpack,
It's
backpack, that means it's in your backpack. If you put it in your equipment, that means it's somewhere on your person.
Okay, I'm gonna say equipment.
Yeah, I'm just like, it was very dark, and I'd say it was an okay fight. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard either. Like, it was okay.
So he put up much of a challenge?
No,
No, that's surprising.
I bound him really quick.
Hell yeah. Y'all did a good job tying him up too. That see, you got his claws and everything, so
Yeah,
he
that's all
can't
my
really.
practice in the bedroom.
Oh damn.
You see Elias just kind of roll his eyes and. What about the rest of y'all? Was it a thrilling, an exciting fight? I mean, you seem to be pretty proud of what you did.
I'm always proud of my fights.
You don't say.
I always win.
Except for ours. I look at him. She tricked me.
She said she would teach me wrestling. Behead her.
Why? She's good at what she does.
I mean, yeah.
Like that's kind of part of her thing is tricking people when she needs to.
I know.
Like, when y'all met her, did you think she had anything to do with all of this and gestures to the massive meeting hall that y'all are in, full of people?
I had a hunch.
You had a hunch.
Sam just kind of goes.
My stomach growled when I met her. So.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody at home. Be careful plugging things in. It's okay. You could have left it plugged in. Oh.
Anyways, my gut said that she was good.
I'm actually curious. Did any of you guys suspect all this? Like, did I do a good job?
I had a hunch.
Okay, we already heard from you, Leviathan. I'm talking to the rest of everyone.
Considering I don't even remember an hour ago, I don't know. I guess.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
Smoke now?
I'd say so. So, sure.
You say something about smoking, and you see Elias. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead, and pulls out his own little case of pre-rolled cigarettes, closes it up,
Smoke.
snaps to
Smoke.
ignite it.
Anyways.
I do presentation fire, little flame. There you go.
You soaked up the water.
Well, it should be
How
here in a
do I get
moment.
a water pipe?
How do you get a water pipe?
know what I mean.
I mean, you could go talk to a glass
That would be
blower.
hilarious. I just whipped that out.
No, I know what it is.
Bubble.
Just
Yeah, literally.
there you go.
Um,
It's accurate. Oh my god.
After a moment, the door y'all came in opens. Yeah, the door y'all came in opens, and a bit scrawnier individual, real small, and like just they look like they could just fall to dust at any moment. Walks in, cloaked up, like it's hard to see their face or anything.
Am I close to them?
No.
You're sitting at the table.
Oh, no, I was standing.
Oh, that's right, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you'd be relatively close to them.
Why? No. Don't.
Okay.
But they walk in.
I was gonna push him.
They walk in carrying a small coffer in their hand, a small metal case. And they walk over towards Alistair and Elias and go between them, set it down, nod, and walk out. Alistair
My goal is to trip someone today.
slides it over, opens it up, slides it over to Rowan. Rowan
Nice.
Alistair
What is it? A dick pic?
pulls out a bag of his own,
okay.
dumps. You hear metal falling in, dumps this bag in, puts his bag back, closes it,
Yeah, Rowan.
and slides the coffer down towards y'all.
I grab it.
You opening it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's full of platinum.
Oh! How much?
It would take you a minute to sit here and count it.
Right, okay. I'll pop it open. I'll just be like, and I'll go.
What? What was it? What was it?
And I'll like try the silent talking thingy without knowing the silent
Yeah,
talking
who you
thingy.
trying to?
I'm just gonna, I don't know.
Who you locking eyes with? There's 3 of them right there that
I'm
have
going
this
with
silent.
Rowan.
Rowan. He's looking at you. And he just gives you that.
You deserved it.
Yeah?
I wanna look. What is in the book? Can I see what's in the book?
You can worry about it later.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't know what's in the book.
No,
Why not?
we're in a meeting.
But you got a box.
Darling!
I didn't even darn.
Elias speaks up. Okay, buddy. Hey, listen. Everything's okay. You can take a look at that in a minute. She's being kind by not looking directly at what she was given, but instead just humbly accepting the gift.
I'm just gonna lean over and whisper in Zim's ear. Was it a dick pic?
Yeah, I finally got Rowan's. No, you idiot.
Well, I believe that concludes all of what we need from y'all here.
What are you gonna do with that dude?
Oh,
That
we're
guy, you know.
yeah, he's going to be taken care of.
Yeah, don't.
I was going to ask, is there any questioning or anything that you needed to get out of him before we do what we need to with him?
Nah, I trust you guys.
What large beast was it?
Oh, for part of that ritual. I mean, I imagine pretty much anything would have worked.
For the
Giant
sacrifice,
ape.
yeah.
Giant ape, pretty big bowl.
How big?
You're not a beast. You're... Spells can get really tricky. You gotta have very specific
Yeah.
components.
Don't worry, you're okay.
If you're gonna kill him, can I do it?
No.
Why not?
Oh hell no! I'm not doing this again. There's no toilet.
Secret. Secret.
Well, it's a secret. I can keep that one. Just that's super easy.
No. No, you're good. They have a very certain way.
Well, can I get in on it?
We have a very specific way we will be dealing with him.
Okay.
He has somewhere in specific he's gonna go. And you watch that, like, calm demeanor shake for a moment. And Elias, we'll probably need to get to it quick. So,
Sounds like fun.
Is there any reason why any of you would need any of this stuff? As he's like gesturing towards all of the stuff that y'all have laid out on the tables.
I mean, what
We'll take it.
what does that staff do?
This one?
Yeah.
This guy here picks it up. Okay, good. It's not cursed. This thing, it can turn into a snake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Can I have that?
You want to hang on to that?
Please?
What's the bags and stuff? You got a bag of dirt, and then you got a bag of.
Oh, that was a big bag of dirt. And he like gestures towards it. It's this big old like sack of dirt. And then, yeah, the other thing was jade dust.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that.
The jadedness.
Yeah. We just ask that you don't take this headdress. This is very specifically made for this ritual, and we
Yeah, no, burn that if you want. Yep.
ooh,
Can I,
Take care.
might be hard to destroy.
Lock it away.
I'm just gonna grab the bag of dirt and just start looking through it.
Just looking through the bag of dirt.
Yeah,
It's just dirt. And as your fingers are passing through it, your little bit of divinity that you're in touch with, you can feel the unholy energy in this dirt as you're sifting through it. It's like digging through graveyard dirt almost.
Is there any? Do anyone have a identify?
I don't think so.
What are you looking to identify?
The dirt.
That dirt?
The dirt is bad juju mix.
Yeah, there's probably, and he just grabs the bag and slides it back over. There's probably nothing in it aside from
Bad
unholy magic.
Bad juju, as you would say. Yeah.
There's one cast identify, but I don't have it. Who has identify?
I don't.
You bitches.
I think it's only Tomay that does.
Well,
Domain.
Rowan, if you would see them out so we can take care of this one. Rowan. Of course, yeah. Come on, y'all.
And be like, toodaloo, have fun with him, you two. To Alistair and
Are we-
Elias.
Are we passing by the guy?
You just noticed Aurora.
On the way out?
No, the guy who's bound and gagged is like in the center of the room. Y'all all sat at the table that's at the head of the room.
Aw, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a good distance away from the majority of everybody. And as y'all are walking out and like looking back towards him, you can see where he's at. There is a magic circle in place right there
Okay.
that has begun to glow.
As
You know this is to keep them there.
as we're leaving and everything, and they're about to close the doors, I'm gonna shout, "Try and hiss in hell, bitch!"
You hear some laughter from not only the chamber that you're leaving, but also Rowan, who's leading y'all out. But he continues to lead y'all out. and-
I'm just gonna like stride up next to him, kind of like this, and kind of like nudge him with my shoulder and be like, "Did I do it?"
I'm gonna mock her and get a sim.
You're like shoulder checking.
Yeah, so you come up and you like brush up against him, and he looks and then just
Did she do good, huh? Did she do good?
you did really good.
Can I like try to smack Levi?
Yeah? Yeah, make an unarmed strike.
Wait, you're gonna do what now?
I'm gonna try smacking.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
But as you're doing that, Rowan, you did a good job.
21 to hit.
21. It's almost like that proud dad energy coming across from Rowan just instilled you with knowledge exactly of where Leviathan's head is in this moment, and you just smack him upside the head.
And I'm gonna cast message again and just be like, "Quit your motherfucking shit."
Hey, Rowan, I think there's like, there's voices in these walls.
No, you probably heard her. I did, at least.
Don't know what
It's a
you're talking
whisper
about.
that you have to put into the wire.
I don't know what you're talking
He
about.
pats you on the top of the head.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, come on. Come
Red
on.
mark, that's just bullshit.
I'm just gonna strike next to him. Just like confident.
Yeah, Rowan leads you all out, up and back into Daisy's. You see that shimmering wall sheet of magic that Daisy had put up is still there in this moment. And he leads y'all over towards the booth that y'all were sitting in. And gestures you all to sit down.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, y'all aren't paying attention to what's happening.
I am sitting.
Y'all just walked back into Daisy's.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. You know that there's an illusion next to you?
No.
Exactly. Listen.
No, so he ushers you all to sit down. He himself grabs a chair through the illusion,
Boy.
pulls it through, and sits down at the end of the table. Daisy walks over and, what the fuck, Rowan? And he just, I needed a chair. Fair enough. Drops the illusion. You see, it's gotten a little bit busier in here in the past few minutes.
Shit.
Or the past half an hour.
Right.
There's a lot more people in here, but they're not paying y'all any mind.
Good.
As the illusion drops.
So Daisy, where's the food?
Right. Let me go grab it real quick. He
Food, I forgot.
walks
about
over.
Drink.
Rowan, oh, we're getting food.
Yeah, we're getting food.
I hope he.
it. Before we
I
get
hope he made something
I'm
for
gonna
me.
use
It's
the
okay.
bathroom.
I'll share with you if you did.
Get up and leave.
We'll
Put 2 straws in my drink.
make persuasion.
Come on.
Oh, wait, can I just go for the fucking straw?
There's no drinks yet.
There's no drinks yet. Most important persuasion check of my life. Nat 20, nat 20. Yeah, not bad. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He looks at you and, I mean, it would save on dishes.
You would.
Don't think too deep into it.
Oh, I am.
He just gives you that blank, like, it's not happening stare.
I'm getting him so good.
That was a show you put on in front of all the directors.
What do you mean?
Like, not in a bad sense. Not in a bad sense. Just it's a bit of a show that you put on in front of them.
Of course.
Yeah.
I want to look good. But also keep to myself. You know.
Yeah. Y'all took care of that quickly too.
We try. Time is money.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. What happened to Robert again? Like y'all were saying something.
No,
No, he has stuff he needs to take care of.
He's gonna grab your head and like not like slam your face into the table, but like put your head down on the table. So what happened?
Yeah, he just said he got a thing from Teargrim of all people about maybe some info on Jameson. Pulling stuff.
Isn't Tiergrim the
guess.
guy that like bought half this place?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he around?
No. I've never seen him. I've never
To be
met him.
honest, I don't know where he's been past few months.
Well, hopefully everything's all right with him.
I'm hoping so too. Both of them.
It's so
You son of a bitch!
knocked over the dice tower.
This dice tower falling is brought to you by our open sponsorship. There you go. Sad no one saw that. But I have a picture.
I saw it.
Save it and send it to us so we can put it on the Discord.
Yee.
Daisy returns with food at this point.
What?
Drops plates off, drops some food or drinks off. Yeah, he drops off a little bit for Rowan as well. It also slides you all individual different drinks. You can see he slides over a wine for Zem. He just slides over milk for you, Aurora. You need that. You drink that, you can have a beer later. Slides over
Can I just chug it in one go?
sure.
Yes.
Make a constitution saving throw. Belwin, he slides over a cup of coffee for you.
Okay.
And a pint of ale. Slides over a glass of wine for you, Kaylinn. Slides over half of a bottle of whiskey over to you. Hands over some rum to Tomay and leaves a glass of ale in front of Rowan.
Zem's just gonna be like 13 plus 2.
15. Y'all watch Aurora like down her fucking milk like nobody's business. Daisy's just watching in awe. Like, what the fuck? And then you see him like dance a little bit of magic around his fingers like he's preparing something. As you all watch Aurora just... That was a bad idea. You're not gonna throw up, but... Yeah.
I just like belch.
Yeah. Just big old belch. And he just drops the magic. Thought you might puke.
I thought so too. Here we go. Feel better.
I thought she was gonna grow bigger because bones, you know? Not with bones.
It takes time. It takes time for the milk to actually, get processed by the body. Do you know how, like, your digestive system works?
No.
Don't worry about it.
Takes my drink and just fucking.
Well, y'all need anything else?
No, this is great. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Hey, you did a good job, kid.
She's just going to scratch the back of her neck, like, thanks.
He looks down at the empty potion bottle that has just maybe a little droplet left in it of your potion that you had made, and takes note of it and heads off and starts tending to the rest of the tavern. Rowan sits there and enjoys food with you all.
Leviathan's gonna go and grab his amulet medallion, the thingy,
Your amulet?
my amulet, and I'm just gonna pull it out from my like shoulder piece and just start praying.
Yeah.
You broke the DM. This DM breaking is.
I'm trying to remember things that I have written down. Yeah. Belwin and Aurora, you two would catch glimpses. Do you want to describe to them a glimpse of what they're seeing?
Yeah, what the fuck
did I seeing?
What I see.
Improv.
Alright, so what you see, right, is a octopus.
No, okay.
On the medallion.
that
But it
improv?
kind of looks like an ancient god octopus. You know what I mean? Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like
If Zem would see it, she'd be like, my dream.
It looks like Cthulhu almost. Yeah, it has some like sparkles. Has like fangs on top of it.
Gay?
Yeah. No. It's like a dragon medallion. It looks like a dragon.
Yeah. Simple dragon design. It's like it's almost rudimentarily simple, like geometry simple.
Okay.
It's super
Like
simple.
like a low poly.
Low poly
What
dragon.
does that mean?
Like a low like a low
okay.
polygon dragon. Like it's got as
Okay.
little
It's made
amount
out
of
of
shapes as
basic
possible.
shapes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
As
Gotcha.
few triangles as
Like
possible.
cylinders, cubes, only those shapes. There's no like freeform shapes. For the most part.
Yeah. But y'all catch a glimpse of that as he pulls it out and tucks it in front of him, and
So yeah, I'm gonna tuck it in front of me, but I'm gonna have it like hang out. And I'm just gonna be like, I have two things that you may need or want. And that's it.
he just speaks that into his hand. Just very, very silently. Belwin, And Aurora, you're only able to pick it up because the table is pretty quiet right now because everyone's stuffing their face.
What you got?
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh? What do I got?
I don't know.
What do you got?
What do I got?
I
I
know what
got
I
food. I got that.
Damn.
Sure.
Because I'm just gonna be like sipping her wine and like looking to Rowan. Like, so if I planned a romantic date, would you be gay?
Are you planning one for me or are you planning one with me? Because my answer changes depending on the outcome.
Is my God not responding to me, by the way?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I am flirting with my mentor. Importante.
What if you're Beyonce?
In front of our salad?
But Zem's just like, with you.
Platonically would be a great idea. Romantically, unfortunately.
We both don't expect to live long, so why don't we?
Because I feel like it gives you something to live for.
No. I'm gonna lean over and be like, I fucked him. Oh, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I feel like you would try harder if you knew you would die without having bedded me.
Curse you for being wrecked. And I'm gonna just like take a sip of my wine. Okay, that's it. That's all my spiel.
Yeah. He reaches over and like grabs the coffer that you're still kind of like clutching in your lap a little bit.
Yeah.
He like grabs it and you can count that now.
And takes it out and counts it. Starts counting.
Yeah, so Zem pulls out that tiny little metal chest and starts rifling through the coin. I'll give that to you in a moment.
Yep, that's good.
Leviathan, that
It's a twist up.
medallion, that amulet that sits generally beneath your pauldron, you feel it grow cold and then hot and then cold. And then it like goes back to that feeling like it's almost not there again. Like the normal feeling of it there.
Okay.
But you feel that flash, that little change of temperature of it.
Okay.
Almost like message has been received. Is there anything anyone else is doing at breakfast? Or at this point, y'all are just eating
Yeah,
lunch.
brunch.
Late
just
brunch.
Hanging out.
Out money kind of fussing about Rowan's answer, just like,
Just to actually like theorize this into this thing. Is there a thing? Can I just start stacking things and like
Yeah, sure. There's
on the table.
pretty much every table there is some form of like gaming set to a degree. Like there's some playing cards that sit at some tables, some have dice. Some have a full chessboard at them, but there is some form of entertainment at pretty much every
is Domino's
table.
the thing? I'm just saying.
Please,
I
don't-
want you to start stacking food. As you stack, I grab, and then you stack more. And just
It's-
grabbing.
Okay.
It's a regional thing with Domino's.
Okay.
Yeah, you where you're from,
I just need
it's
to
not
shape.
super common.
Okay.
Yeah, there are other tile type games.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
take a tile check game and just start stacking them.
Yeah.
And I'm just making them like fucking pyramids and shit. And
Yeah.
other structures.
Sure.
The side eye.
Who doing what?
He gave me side eye. I said the pizza place Domino's, and he went. Yeah, no, you went.
Yep.
That is
Like, no.
Is this the side eye you're looking
Yes.
DM disappointment.
All right. So, as the rest of you are all finishing eating, Zem, you count out 450 platinum pieces.
Holy shit.
Based off of what Leviathan was reading from that the instructions, You imagine Rowan had convinced them to give you more because of the cost of the things that y'all had brought back.
Score for Rowan.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like you do like me.
So-
I'm gonna start like partitioning.
For easy math, it's 4,500 gold to split that easier amongst everyone.
Did you just confess to me online?
No.
So, as the rest of you are finishing up breakfast, you can see Zem is starting to pull out little, like, stacks of the platinum, setting them up in front of her to divide for the rest of you all. At a quick glance, this is more platinum than a lot of you have seen in front of you at once.
I'm just gonna be stacking stuff and stop and like stare.
Yeah, she has not pulled out
Owen's just
anything.
staring right at it.
Drops.
Yeah, she has not pulled out anything but platinum.
So that is going to be 90 platinum for everyone besides Tomay.
You just hear.
Everyone mark 90 platinum along with whatever.
I get 90 platinum?
Yeah,
I
you
know.
need
I
platinum.
didn't even think I was gonna get any of that.
No, of course.
Oh.
I split it up evenly. Because you all helped. Tomay doesn't get shit because he's a rich boy.
He's a rich
That
My
is-
babe's asleep.
I have 102 platinum.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
That's 1,020 gold.
Bro, we could buy a sky ship. Let's go.
No,
How much do you need for a sky ship?
a lot more than that. A lot more than that.
I was about to say, I
No,
was
we
like
can
2,000.
get the
Like-
thing from Treasure Planet.
Like 10 to 100 times more than that.
It's like 80,000.
Yeah.
We can get the thing from Treasure Planet, the little skyboard thing.
Yes, let's do it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways.
So, Zem dishes out y'all's stack of 90 platinum
I'm gonna
each.
return the coffer.
The coffer. He takes it and looks back. Daisy's coming over at this point to come check up, and hey, you could use this, couldn't you? Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I can hang on to it. Y'all doing all right? Take some of these dishes out of the way from y'all.
I'm stacking again.
I'm just taking the food off as she stacks and then she keeps stacking.
Yeah.
Imagine it's a being in a
Daisy. Daisy takes all these plates, takes the coffer, and, well, y'all know what's next for y'all, or?
I think we're gonna take some time in town just to
Yeah,
get
I
everything
think-
stitched away before we head out again.
I think that I would like to go to like a trinket shop. Is there any?
I can fucking love that.
I can
By myself.
Oh.
go to that too.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, you can.
there's a few places here in town that make different trinkets and baubles and decorum.
Okay. I mean, if you want to come with, you can.
Well, if you and Belwin are gonna do that, I was gonna ask Belwin, if you have a mold for your ammo and I could possibly make you some ammo.
Yeah.
So that
if you
way-
wouldn't mind that,
Huh?
if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, especially since we're really the only two people who use ammo.
You
That,
get up and start going.
Yeah.
Okay.
that
I never thought about it
Hold
that
on.
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leviathan gets up and walks away. Daisy just, okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna scoot
So I'm
out
gonna
and start
I'm gonna get
following,
out.
but
Yeah,
like,
so
look
getting
like
out. Oh my god.
What?
Go ahead, Kaylinn.
Sorry.
Sorry, my mind's going crazy right now. I'm getting out the molds for that Araby got me. I'm gonna give it to Kaylinn.
Yeah. Yeah, these
Yeah.
small metal molds that are reusable.
Okay.
They're kind of fashioned in a way that you could just you see there's a little mechanism in there for whenever you pour the molten metal in, you just press a button and it drops out the
Can I
ball.
make sparkling bullets? Like ones that
Gay bullets.
Like sparklers?
like no, like fireworks. Like,
Yeah, like sparklers that you
Okay.
dance around with on 4th of July type.
Gay bullets.
No, well, like no, because the bullets explode anyway. So
Depending on what they impact.
True.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Fair.
confetti things that you.
No, exploding bullets. That's what I was thinking. Exploding bullets.
She, I think she wants like
Well,
yeah,
no,
like to like harmlessly explode like after impact into like confetti, but it does like the damage. But it has, it's
Oh my
low
god,
Okay.
cosmetic.
Headshots at Halo.
Is my understanding at least.
Yeah, we can start experimenting with that.
Yeah.
We can start working up some ideas. But is there anything anyone else is doing in this moment? Or are we going to start transitioning into speed running some time?
No. Zam's
Let's-
just gonna
let's-
take her time, just cleaning up and just.
Okay.
I'm gonna start to follow
Eventually.
Leviathan, but then get sidetracked doing something else, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably visit home.
Okay. Yeah. So, what, hold on. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go down the line and do individual things for time frame.
Okay.
I know the biggest thing that's happening in all of, like, the thing that's dragging out more time is going to be Leviathan with tinkering. That's the thing that's going to take the most time during all of this.
Yeah.
So how much time are you spending tinkering?
Well, that's gonna be after I go to the trinket shop.
Yeah, I need to gauge.
Just to build the workbench and then to decorate the scythe, and that's it. I'll limit myself to only 2 things. How about that, guys?
Okay, the workbench take you about the workbench is probably going to be the bulk of that time.
Oh no.
Day in, day out, putting in the work take you a couple weeks.
Okay.
Because that is a from scratch idea that you are putting together for the first time.
Yeah.
Stretch.
Can we do while everyone else is like doing whatever for these couple weeks that I'm making the workbench? Do we have a training montage?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, so we'll say 2.5 weeks at most for all of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move forward 2.5 weeks here through the course of
Okay.
expository narrative.
Everyone's doing their own thing for those 2 weeks.
More or less. And if you want to get somebody in on helping you with something, you do have that option,
Yes, we go.
except for Leviathan. Because he will be
No Levi.
yeah, he will be essentially locked up in the workshop for the entirety of this time frame.
Yes. But first the trinket.
Yes. So Leviathan,
Yes.
as you get up and walk the fuck out, where are you heading?
To the trinket shop that Daisy mentioned with decor and stuff.
Well, he said there's a few places around town. He never mentioned a specific one.
Well, I'm just gonna go to one of them.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Oh man, fuck.
See how long it takes you to find one.
And then if he's going to the trinket shop, I'm following him.
Okay. Yeah,
With
so
advantage?
I'll say,
Like, with the,
do you let him know that you're following him? Like, do you catch up at all?
yeah, I catch on.
Okay, in that case, I won't make you roll for it. Because he is a frequent...
20, motherfucker.
Belwin is a frequent visitor of this city. He comes here to find supplies quite often. At least used to.
Glad I do.
So,
Used to, once a place that you know, always a place you know. So
right. So, he's able to point you in the direction of a few, show you around to a few of them. And there are all sorts of different craftsmen here in Port Damali. You have woodworkers, you have metal workers, you have masonry workers, potters, and then just people who work solely to make toys.
Okay.
Like toys for kids,
Oh.
toys toys for creatures.
Is it chutney?
No.
I'm
You're unfortunately
gonna
way too far south.
pull
Damn.
out my amulet again and
Yeah.
just prayer, but secretly.
Yeah?
Morse code.
So I'll say make a stealth check. As you and Belwin are walking around, he's showing you to some of these different places.
17.
17? Okay. You pull out your amulet again while y'all are walking around and hold in front of your face. What are you saying?
Where you at?
That's it? You're just saying where you at?
Where are you? I'm at a trinket shop. It describes the trinket shop.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at
So you just going into just a random one of the trinket shops? With Belwin still with you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, he won't really know.
That's fine. Yeah. Cool. So y'all walk in, and this place it's nice. There's all sorts of different trinkets, baubles, and decorum around every wall, every corner, every shelf.
Like, Belwin, what do you think would look well, or what would Zim like?
What Zem would like?
Yeah.
Does it involve genitalia?
I don't think there's any genitalia.
You can make an investigation check.
Maybe, razors.
If I were DM, I would give you advantage on your next roll for that.
What was it?
Investigation check.
A 7 to a 4. 11.
So 11. You ask, and they give you a odd look, and there's always the weirdos. If you look in the corner over there, you can find some more phallic-shaped decorum.
Weirdo. You're the one that says those. And gives them like a little wink as I walk away.
Don't learn from them.
Are you looking for anything in specific here, Belwin?
Me? You got anything on the magical sort of end?
Not much in the way of magical. Mostly just mundane trinkets and baubles.
Mundane? I got you. Yeah. Remind me, it's been a bit. Where would I go for anything like that in town nearby?
If you're looking for more magical means, there is a couple places in I don't remember the map for the life of me. Oh shit.
Oh no! This ad break is sponsored by our sponsor. Whoa, that could be you! Cool face!
That could be you.
Oh, there's my wiener on the disc!
You okay?
It's not the wiener, man!
No, you hit your
You're
weenus.
saying it wrong, hon.
Oh!
That sounded like it was painful.
Those elbow pops are brought to you by one of our players, Red Cap Mannequin.
Oh!
He streams.
I'm thinking
Check
about,
him out.
I'm thinking about starting a Minecraft world again with
So-
someone.
Check it out.
So you could find something like that somewhere around the Gilded Esplanade, or even maybe some of the antiquity shops in the Crescent, but they're going to be quite expensive there.
Okay. Thanks. And then as she's kind of talking, like just kind of take a quick glance at what she has, if there's anything that kind of pops out to me.
Yeah,
Or
make
is
a
interesting and all.
perception check.
Perception Webby.
Perception Weppy is going to be a 12. Not
12.
great.
Nothing particularly that like sits out of the ordinary. There's a lot of like small wooden rocking horses, fancy collecting spoons, and thimbles and things like that. You see a couple things that like is kind of your mom's vibe that she would put as decor around the house. But nothing much more than that.
Could it get like one of the items that like kind of fits like the mom vibe?
Yeah. You got a couple options. There's like almost a carved flower.
Yeah, I was gonna say something floral.
Yeah. There's like a carved flower. There's a little like metallic statuette of like a bundle of flowers. Little clay, like a few clay vases that have some painting and glazing on the side of them.
Can I just get the carved flower?
Yeah.
Just like say like just like, oh, thank you for the tip. Oh, by the way, I'll take that there carved flower for you.
Of course. This thing will be 30 copper.
Throw the copper her way.
They hand it over to you. Are you finding everything all right over there?
What is this?
There's a lot of pretty phallic shaped objects over here. Some of them made of clay, some of them made of metal. You can see some are carved out of wood, but you don't see how anyone would use them.
Just for decoration.
These are definitely not for decoration, what you're looking at right now.
Oh.
You just walked into the restricted section of Spencer's.
It's gonna be 18 or older.
You do see one individual who's sitting on a stool with like a paper in front of them, reading it, like giving you a look, and then going back to the paper, just like keeping an eye on you, making sure you're not stealing.
Bombastic side eye.
I'm just gonna grab the biggest one
Lemon.
that is usable
Okay.
and go over to the paper man and go, what are you looking at? What?
I'm just reading some of the. Can I help you?
Yeah, what are you reading?
He turns it over and it looks to just be newspaper. Like he's just reading regular as newspaper.
Okay, thank you. And we go to the front, be like, I want to buy this.
Sure. Would you like something to carry it in? So
I
you
have
know.
a bag of holding. It's okay. Just
Okay.
Pop it in. I didn't pop it in yet. I could.
Okay. That is handcrafted. That'll cost you about 5 silver.
Okay.
Is there anything else I could get you, fine gentlemen?
Do you have any sort of shit? I just added it. Remove. Thank you. Lubricant?
No.
Oh. Okay.
You could go check the apothecary down the street.
Okay. Just take that and then walk outside, leave Belwin in there, and look around
yes.
for my friend.
Belwin, are you following suit as you hear the door open and watch Leviathan walk out?
Belwin
After
waits a
he bought,
second.
ballot,
Belwin grabs up and just like kind of like I assume can kind of side eye the big purchase Leviathan made and just take a second to be like, I guess I gotta go after him.
My bag of holding. What do you know?
Nobody ever said you had to go after him.
I'm going after him.
Yeah, you take off after them. Have a good one.
Are you sneaking?
You're just
No.
chasing after.
Oh yeah. All right, paid. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, buddy.
My friend just taps you on the back.
as you've already shoved this giant thing in your
It's
bag of holding.
Yeah. Anything else you need to go see, Levi?
Is my bag of holding pregnant?
Give it a couple months.
Am I gonna
Go do what you need to do. I don't wanna know.
Alright. I'll go ahead and roll for damage.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
have to take
Yeah,
second
says
damage.
no.
You're good.
Okay.
So,
This time.
I'm looking for my friend.
okay, you starting to just wander around the streets.
I mean, I'm waiting for a response.
So what are you doing in this moment? Belwin says do whatever and starts heading back.
I'm gonna head towards the one place that the shopkeep mentioned that's escaping my mind right now.
Yeah, they had directed you towards 2 different ones, but you got to head in the
former.
same. Yeah, you got to head in the same direction to get to either one.
Gotcha.
So after about 5 minutes after Belwin leaves, you feel searing hot pain from your medallion for a moment. You look back, and behind you in the alleyway, in a cloak, You see a hand.
I'll just go. Just.
You walk in and dip off. You watch him snap. And you watch a similar sheet of illusion, similar to what Daisy had just recently done, appears and pulls back the hood. So what is this that you have that I might want or need?
I'm gonna pull out the beacon, and then I'm gonna pull out his arm. Who's that?
Hang on to that.
Okay.
He grabs the arm. You watch him shove off the other one.
Just gonna pick that one up and scraps.
Attaches it. And you hear like grinding of metal as it comes up, as it's sat for a long time. And he flexes and it'll need some oil. Alfman kept it in good care. Thank you.
No problem.
Wait,
Jameson.
what?
No problem, Jameson. Anyways.
Was that it? Was that all you had for me?
Yeah. Do you want me to hang on to this stuff?
Yes, hang on to that. I'm quite busy right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you have that back.
Thank you.
Okay. That is it.
Okay. You watch him. That veil disappears as well.
I'm gonna go back to Daisy's.
Okay.
I am confusion.
So,
Stay in confusion. Okay.
What the fuck?
You can move on to me.
yeah.
And we can go to break.
Or that.
Yeah, so we'll go to break here in just a moment. We're gonna go ahead and like speed run those 2.5 weeks of Leviathan working.
That's right.
Think about what you're gonna do in the meantime, anything that you want to accomplish. We're gonna go ahead and go to break. So check us back here in like 20 minutes or so. Go to the bathroom, get your drink, get
Yes,
some
snack.
food, do what you gotta do.
Ask people to sponsor us, like Diet Coke.
At them on Twitter. Anyways, we'll be back here in a minute, y'all. Bye. Hi. I gave them the shortest countdown possible.
Yeah, we weren't prepared.
I was not prepared.
At least I gave y'all a countdown this time.
That's fair.
Because I
Sometimes
think
you don't.
yeah, it was last time when we were coming back from break. I just did not give y'all a countdown.
Yeah, we were all just like, oh yeah, oh
Hello. Hello.
So, coming back, we're gonna power through 2.5 weeks here. Everybody roll me a d20, and that's how we're gonna determine who goes first.
Okay. Let's do this one.
Oh, you know what? I'll do a resin try.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
You technically could have considered that cocked, but You kept it, so.
I mean, I can just roll it.
No, you're
It's
fine, you
lower,
kept-
I can keep it.
you kept it. You kept it.
Fuck it.
Okay,
It's
you
fine.
can, like, make
Oh,
it lower.
It's lower. It's okay.
15.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're just keeping whatever number it is you rolled. So,
15.
15.
14.
14.
13.
13.
14.
14.
I didn't re-roll. It's a 6. It was a 14.
So, 15 goes first.
Woo!
So, Zem, What are you doing in this time period?
Zem's
Give us a little exposition,
yeah,
if you will.
so Zem's just going to kind of take a minute, like go sit at a different table in Daisy's.
Yeah.
And just sit for a minute, kind of collect herself.
Mhm.
Pull out the book she's borrowing from Tomay.
Mhm.
But not read it. Just act like she's reading it, and then speak in her head. Go. Amongst dearie, we must have a conversation.
The voice is coming to mind in my own head right now.
Yeah, you're good. This voice finding.
Yeah, I'm doing my best here, y'all.
No, you're good. You got a lot of voices.
You got one
Yes, I agree.
You agree? Is there something you would like to talk about?
I've been talking.
Okay. And I'm on the outside, so I'm just like.
I've talked to your pretty boy.
Which one?
The one who won't fuck you.
Oh, Rowan. Okay.
I see my end of the deal with the other one is being followed through.
Mhm. Rolly. Another Rolly. Uh-oh.
Oh, guys.
Zem, you're pretty aware of what's happening inside your own head, as it is your mind. But I need you to make an insight check on your own passive insight right now.
Okay. So 12.
Yeah.
12. Okay. Insight. Okay. Alright. This is a weird.
This is a weird
Mind
thing.
fuck,
This is
yeah.
a weird thing that's happening right now.
That is a natural 13 for a total of 15. Just beat it with
Yeah,
a
this
great dice roll.
this momentary lull in conversation, you realize there are two entities currently listening and talking
Okay.
to a degree.
Okay.
One is Amate.
Right.
Arechi is currently present.
Right. I figured he would.
He's in the space.
Yeah, good.
So he's also hearing right
Always.
now.
Right.
But you can feel Amate's trying to see if he is around and failing.
Get fucked. Get fucked, bitch.
Kaylinn,
Yes.
you just hear giggles from Arechi
Just
every once in a while
Is
as
it
you're
like
sitting
small
here.
girl giggles like
It's
or like
it's like every once in a moment there's a little bit of that schoolgirl laughter, and then just like almost like a trying to hide a belly laugh. Yeah. Yeah. It changes every once in a while, and it only happens every few minutes or so. But Amate tells you that he has already been informed of
Right.
what the Clary Order's plans are at this point. He would like to talk to you in person one last time before
That's fair.
separating any ties.
That's fair.
He understands the situation. In all honesty, it kind of changes your mind about Amate a little bit, and that this like
Right.
back and forth.
Right.
He's kind of being compassionate, but you also don't know his side of the story right now.
Right.
So it kind of is like, he's being nice. Wait, he's being nice.
Why is he being nice?
Right.
You got
It makes me almost more wary in a way.
Yeah.
NPC joke.
spontaneously make a joke. Make a dark joke.
What do you call
He-
your family? Dead.
Oh,
He
it better be that way.
he ends his dialogue, his monologue that he kind of gives off a little bit with
The next time I see you, we'll make good on that pinky promise.
I can't wait.
that's the joke also.
It is a joke.
So that ends that dialogue with him. Tomay is letting the rest of you all know he does plan on spending some of that time back in Westrun. He can get somebody, he can get somebody there if need be, if somebody would like to go with him and bring them back. If anyone wants to spend this time not in Port Damali.
I'm not here.
He's saying, Tomay is saying this to everyone.
Okay. I like Port Damali.
Yeah.
Go to Port Damali. My plans are in Port Damali.
Cool. So, what else are you doing for the rest of your time here?
For the rest of the time, I am going to make very low key, not low key, but low key advances towards Rowan.
Okay.
Like little flirts.
I'm gonna say, give me just a general charisma check.
Okay.
And we'll say, because of how much time you have here, roll it at advantage.
Okay.
And I'm adjusting the DC as necessary as well.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, you are poopy. How dare you? Why would you do that? Fuck. That's a 9. At advantage.
Damn.
You adjusted the DC too.
Damn.
I'm gonna cry.
The time that you spend trying to do this is kind of reminiscent in a way of your earlier days of training with Rowan. When he was stubborn and a little rougher with you and mean sometimes, but every once in a while he'll jab back at you and give you a little bit of a taste of your own medicine,
Yeah.
and then pull it away from you. He's mean with it. He's being mean with
Yeah.
it, but intentionally.
Yeah.
He has thought behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun time.
Intentional. Good. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, we had 2 14s.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so rollies between the two of y'all.
What did you get?
Natural 20.
I got an 11.
Yeah, so Aurora,
Go, girl.
what you doing in this time period?
I'm going to travel back to my temple
Yeah,
and kind of just meditate some.
I have all of the journals out for a reason.
Don't worry, I don't remember anything either.
I just think my fucking mentor is dead.
Oh.
Okay. So, are you traveling alone, or are you hiring somebody to escort you? Are you taking a party member? Are you asking a party member to go with you? I should say.
Whoever wants to go with me can, if anyone will.
Yeah. You got Belwin and Kaylinn to talk to as Zem kind of disappears.
Yeah. Do
Belwin and Kaylinn.
Yes.
either of you want to come to my temple?
Well, I wanted to spend some time with my family.
Okay.
So, and get some things made.
I could come. That's cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. So, Belwin tagging along. Grace. Wow. I real named you. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Aurora leads you out of the city of Port Damale and eastward, or westward, sorry. Westward.
You'd know better than me.
Into an area you have heard of but haven't traversed yourself much. Into the Vesdawield. She begins to lead you into its depths. After it's a couple days travel, but she begins to lead you into the depths of these woods, and it's almost reminiscent of the forests around your home that sit beyond the swampland. But eventually you stumble across what seems to be just an open village of sorts, of buildings made and carved into the trees and vegetation around that sit just at the edge of the lake that I can't remember the name of. Oh, it's because I didn't write it down.
Me neither.
But it sits right at the edge of this expansive lake that at the time that y'all are arriving, Aurora, you know it's the best time to arrive when sunset is. As you see the mountains are aglow with the setting sun, this beautiful view beyond the temple. You can hear, as y'all approach, wedding bells. As Aurora, you know, your temple does a lot of weddings and ceremonies.
I'm like, oh, someone got married.
Or sacrifice, either way.
And you see a flock of birds fly off in the direction of where they generally hold some of these ceremonies. A few individuals are pacing around, patrolling the area in like simple leathers, in greens and blues. One of them sees y'all approach and
Do I know it?
looks at you. Make a history check. Been a minute since you've been here.
All right, the backboard idea was a great idea. I don't even know what I rolled. Oh, 19.
Ooh.
Nice. Total of?
That's what I need to find out. History +7.
+7. Woo-hoo! You need to be doing more history checks, girl.
Oh, fuck.
So 26 total. Yeah, you take a good look at them. It's been a long time since you've been here. Aside from the last time you were here for Amelia, when she was on the brink of death before.
Oh, okay.
The younger elven wood elf, with short, choppy blonde hair. You recognize him as Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
And he sees y'all approaching.
I'm just gonna start running towards him.
Yeah, he like kind of backs up a little bit, unsure of what you're about to do. But like
I'm just gonna shove him.
go ahead and make a strength check. This is gonna be contested.
Are you on it? What'd I get?
Oh no, it's spinning. 15.
15. Okay. Strength. Is it in skills?
Strength? No, it's under ability saves and senses.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be the very first plus modifier.
Oh, okay. +2.
+2. So
15 +2. 17.
yeah. So you charge this guy and he doesn't have time to react. Like he's like, "Oh, fellow, Aurora's here," as you're tackling him. And you see a few more heads shift their attention and watch this happen. And you've laid him out. He's just,
What's his name again?
Wilhelm.
What's up, Wilhelm?
Hi, Aurora.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh.
Helped him get up.
Thank you. It's good to see you. Hi, sir.
This is Belwin.
how's it going?
Pleasure to meet
Belwin's even
you,
like, yeah.
Belwin.
I'm gonna like accidentally like hold out the metal arm first, and then just go for the regular hand. Like,
Yeah, he reaches out.
estimate jump.
He reaches out to match the metal arm, and then is confused when you switch arms, and like turns his hand around. Just the name's Wilhelm. It's
Pleasure.
pleasure to meet you. Welcome back. And you see for a moment his smile kind of drops. Have you heard
Heard what?
about Amelia?
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay.
It was a rough day.
I'm glad somebody told you. It was
Above table.
above table?
Like,
You just knew.
oh, I just knew.
You had that
Okay.
dream.
I couldn't remember.
You had that dream, and it was the sign that you needed to know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, but yeah, she's been buried in the tomb here, turned back to the earth.
Would it be normal to like go visit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go visit.
Okay. So, Belwin, this place is gorgeous. It's reminiscent almost of Arechi's Grove in the way that the buildings and the like flora are kind of one and the same. But it is obviously handcrafted and like kind of grown specifically to match this, and you can tell it's not quite as natural as the Feywild was. But gorgeous nonetheless. Many a cleric to the Wild Mother here. Actively, in the process of cultivating herbs and performing rites, doing some healing. It gives you a similar vibe to your monastery if they prayed. But eventually...
Okay.
Sorry, I was reading my notes. It said, got a brown horse named Snickerdoodle. And I'm like, oh yeah, he died.
Brutally.
Literally. What?
And that was before your time.
Oh man. Poor Snickerdoodle.
But you're led through and around, given kind of a brief tour of the place, more in passing than directly. But eventually are led to a tomb. Here, it kind of sits along the bank of the water. And are you going down by yourself, or are you leading him in?
Do you want to go in?
I mean, I'm not really sure who this is that we're going to see.
It's my mentor. She raised
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, it's okay. It's bound to happen.
Yeah,
But
I guess it is. Yeah, I'll go down with them.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in, and is it like a wall tomb, or is it like a center of the room type, or
It's-
like multiple?
It's more like they kind of made an underground graveyard.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because they still wish to turn the body back into the earth. They still wish to put it into the earth and let nature take its course.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in front of Amelia's grave,
Yeah.
and
There are fresh flowers here. Somebody has visited recently and made sure to change out flowers.
yes. I'm gonna start smoking.
Okay.
I'm gonna smoke a bowl to her.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Fuck yeah.
I'll
Hell
join
yeah.
in too.
You wanna join?
Yeah, cool with this.
Hell yeah.
It smokes primal
Yeah.
rage.
Are you Are you just doing your normal stuff, or
Yeah, I'm just gonna do my normal stuff.
Yeah.
Just to smoke a bowl dedicated to her.
Oh man.
Yeah. just for shits and giggles, give me a... Roll me a d20, add your wisdom modifier and your proficiency bonus.
14 and what?
Your proficiency bonus
And wisdom modifier.
wisdom modifier. So that bad boy and that bad boy.
So 14 plus 4 plus 4.
Yeah. Eating goldfish.
22.
22.
I have to say, my mental math since playing this game has gotten a lot better.
Same.
But I still have to use my fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
Same.
whatever you gotta do to get the job done.
Right?
Wait, what? Hey, yo, wait.
So,
Hey, yo.
you pack a fat bowl in honor of Amelia. Like, Aurora is the equivalent of, like, if somebody from, like, Compton were to join a Temple of Nature. But instead of, like, pouring out a fat drink for the homie, you're packing a fat bowl for the homie.
Yes, exactly. Do that at my grave.
Let's go.
No, you pack it and y'all begin smoking. Belwin providing the lighter with his pinky lighter. Y'all take some time to honor her with a smoke. And the smoke lingers in this space, of course. But as y'all are smoking and just taking in this moment, Aurora, there's the faintest bit of a glow on Belwin's forehead in the space. It's not like right in the middle. It's like it's above the left eye, correct?
No, right.
The right eye. So above the right eye, it's kind of just the singular mark that's ever so faintly glowing.
Can I smack it? I'm just gonna...
Sure, make an unarmed strike against the monk fighter multi-class guy.
Wait, what's going on?
She's making an unarmed strike against you.
Is
Okay.
that what I think it is? Oh, damn.
This is not to do damage.
16.
16.
No.
Oh.
Hold on.
Where is unarmed strike?
It should be under your actions.
Under your actions.
Oh, under actions. Okay.
Unarmed strike. 16 plus 6 for a total of 24.
24.
No, 22.
22. Does the 22 hit?
22. If it meets, it beats.
Yeah. So in this like super chill vibe of a moment,
I just...
like you see Aurora, she's just vibing and looks over at you and kind of has this like strange look for a moment and then just smack. Just right on to where the mark is on your forehead.
Sorry, I thought something was on you.
Firefly.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Is it still glowing? Like, is it gone?
I'm gonna look at my hand.
Yeah, there's nothing on your hand. It is still glowing in this space with the smoke. It's almost like glitter in a way that it's glowing. Like there you can see the mark there, but
My smack?
only no from what is glowing.
Oh, okay.
There's
Okay.
this mark on his forehead. It was very faint. You've never really noticed it quite before. But you can see it almost has this like glitter essence to it.
What are you, a vampire?
And just this one little mark.
No.
What is that on your head?
It's a little something we got in the Feywild.
A little something? What?
Yeah.
Did I get that?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was.
Yeah. let's be do some cool stuff like like this. I'm gonna Misty step like 15 feet away, like behind Aurora.
Yeah, you watch him just vanish from the space in front of you. And then you hear this from behind you.
And yeah, I'm behind you.
I look
Yeah,
behind me and I'm like,
You bap him in the forehead again.
that'd be hilarious, but no.
Aw.
Yeah. But y'all go back to y'all's chill vibe. And eventually finish smoking. Aurora, for a moment you feel a bit of a breeze down here in this underground space.
I'm like, "Ooh."
It's a warm breeze.
Oh.
Yeah, warm, gentle, comforting breeze.
Summertime breeze.
Because of that check I made you earlier, you'd be aware that Melora is very present in this space.
I'm gonna start to meditate. Meditate. Yeah.
Sure? Sure?
I'm just gonna be like
Sorry.
bam.
Yeah. Belwin, you watch Aurora sit down and close her eyes, holding the pipe that's now empty in her hand. Closes her eyes and just begins breathing. You're familiar with meditation. You see her go into this space. And that pipe in her hand glows ever so faintly as she does. Or what are you meditating on, if anything? Or are you just taking the time to clear your mind?
Fuck. To yeah, just clear my mind.
Okay. Yeah. In this moment of stillness and quietness, that warmth washes back over you once more, like a gentle breeze. And you don't hear a voice, but the words come to you. The words come to you just inherently, like thoughts coming to you. There's no voice or anything. You can always ask my help, child. I am always with you.
I'm just gonna say out loud. What am I supposed to ask? I don't know.
The sudden meditation space is broken by what am I supposed to ask? That warmth is still around you. You haven't taken a time like this to just be present in her presence
Oh yeah.
in a very long time.
Yeah.
And information starts to come to you through this meditation,
Oh, fuck. I better get ready to write shit down.
reminding you of what you're capable of. The powers and spells that have been granted to you. You know what? Roll me a D100.
And that looks like
That is the D10, but the one that also has two numbers on it.
Oh, okay.
You gotta roll the two of them at the same time.
Is it this thing?
Does it have the... Yeah, so that and the one that looks like it that only has one number.
Okay. Fuck. Gotta find it. Is that it? No. Is this it?
this thing. I think.
Is it the same shape?
It's got single digits.
Yeah, same
Cool.
shape but single digits.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got the double digit and single digit.
Roll them for me.
What's the other one? I got a 10 and a 7. Oh wait, is that a 10? Yeah, it's a 10.
10 and a 7. In this meditative space, and throughout the rest of the time that you spend here,
I just realized what I
You're
did
good.
to the speaker.
you're good. In this space, and then the rest of the time that you spend here in your visiting of the space again, it's strange. You've never felt like you could just sit there and talk to her before, but in the week or so that you spend here just visiting about the space, she feels as though she's right there next to you.
Okay.
Like a friend walking alongside you. It's welcoming. It's warming.
It's nice.
Yeah. As the days progress of your visiting and running into people, Belwin, you notice a lot of the people here kind of hold Aurora in a high regard. Like they all like
Okay.
they all treat her with respect, but like all also have this sense of like cautiousness around her because they never know what the fuck she's gonna do next. But you hear some of these people asking her how she's been, how has her connection to the Wild Mother grown, and you hear responses from Aurora that it's strange. She doesn't normally talk like this, but talks about this like she feels a connection to the divine.
I'm getting closer.
Yeah. It's so strange. Like as much as you thought you knew about Aurora, this opens up a whole new line of thinking for her. Like
Yeah.
she was the one person in the party that was the quiet one, you know, nobody really talked about much, but here she's a star. Here she is a celebrity.
Okay.
What's up?
But time passes on, and it is a jovial time. Y'all are able to participate in and or observe quite a few different ceremonies, coming of age ceremonies, anointment ceremonies, weddings. There are birthright ceremonies taking place as well. And it's all the while beautiful here.
I'm just thinking back to my coming of age ceremony.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, there was a section of the lake that was on fire for a little bit. Yeah, everyone seems to have some sort of like differently wild story about Aurora here.
Okay.
But they all have the same consensus of like detail. She decided to do something and then did it, but didn't think about what it would do after. So a lot of like just pure instinct is what she's running off of, and then reaping the consequences sometimes. Sometimes getting
And
away
that's-
with it.
That's what they think about Aurora.
Yeah, like she
Okay.
they hold her in a high regard,
Mhm.
but they also like they want to scold her for some of the shit that she does sometimes.
And I'll accept
Yeah.
the scolding.
Yeah, but they just generally don't at this point because they know that's just who she is.
Gotcha.
And they respect her for it. But it's a wonderful time. And eventually, one of the higher clerics, would you like travel back to where you're going swiftly?
Yes.
Okay. Where is it that y'all are heading to?
Belwin.
Probably back to Port Malid.
Okay.
I believe I know a tree there. Yeah, I could get y'all there.
Go.
Here, let me. And they begin to cast a spell, and you watch as they draw a line down a tree and open it up.
Isn't that what I have?
Transport via plants.
No, never mind.
Yeah, this one is a higher level spell. This isn't tree stride, but it's close.
Ah, darn. I was gonna ask, can I like tree stride back and then like Belwin come with me, or is it just me that can go through?
Well, tree stride has a more limited range than
okay.
this.
All
Yeah.
right. Never mind then. I
They
gotta learn that.
they open it and allow you both to step through back to Port Damali.
Okay.
Okay.
Kaylinn,
Yes.
in your time,
Mm-hmm.
what you doing?
I'm gonna go hunt.
Is that all you're doing? It's just hunting?
Well, I'm gonna go see my grandparents and my family, make some ball bearings, and maybe a few more arrows.
Okay. So we'll say a survival check
Okay.
with advantage for your hunting spree. See how well you do on this.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So you're able to get a good bit of hunting done in this time. 2 weeks, that's plenty of time for you to cash in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Roll me a D100.
$40.
Both of them. You have to roll that and
then
the
single digit one.
yeah. So keep the 40 of it.
You're supposed to be in there. And a 0.
So 40.
Yeah.
So you're able to get 40 gold worth of hunts done in this time frame.
Okay.
And I imagine you just take him to Daisy because he helped you last time,
Yeah.
which he can get it all taken care of easily enough. Go ahead and give me a Smith's Tools check with advantage because you have your grandfather right there and a mold. And what materials are you making these out of? Because it is important.
Hold on. I gotta find my stool.
Smith's Tools is strength plus your proficiency because you're proficient with Smith's Tools.
And that's just a D20.
D20 plus your strength modifier
Yeah.
plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, strength is that one. Okay, and then what metals do I
Have access to?
Yeah.
If you're asking your grandfather, mostly iron, some copper, nothing too fancy. If you're looking for silver, because I know you were talking about making silver bullets,
Yeah.
the only silver you have at your disposal currently is the silver coins in your pocket,
Yeah.
which you could use.
Yeah. You know what? I'll actually go out and buy a couple iron rods. Sorry.
Iron?
Yeah.
You're going out to get iron?
Well.
Because you could just get iron from your
I
grandfather.
was gonna say.
Oh yeah. What? Okay. What were the options again? I'm sorry.
You have access to a lot of base metals.
Yes.
A lot of just like brass, bronze, copper, iron, steel, things like that.
Iron and steel.
But if you're looking to make silver bullets,
Yeah.
you have the silver in your pocket,
Yeah.
the silver coins, or you can go purchase some.
Let's.
Just
I
keep
got a 19, by the way. I'm gonna say that before.
Okay. The type of metal will determine the level of difficulty.
I mean, I do have 10. I'll make whatever 10 silver can do.
10 silver?
Yeah.
You can make 20 shots with 10 silver.
Okay.
Is that all you're doing? Is just
Yeah, just those 3.
just those?
Yeah, for the bullets at least.
Okay. Are you forging anything else? Because this is all in one go.
Yeah, I could probably make a couple arrows.
Okay. You're just making standard arrows?
Yeah.
Okay. How many arrows are you after?
10.
10?
Nothing too much.
Yeah. Easy enough. You're able to fly through all of that. And that honestly is what opened up a lot of your time for your hunting. Coming back into town at night, it's different for you coming back into town every night during this time period. Because you generally would stay out in the woods. In fact, you had a place out there that was kind of your like little outpost. But it's nice to spend more time with your grandparents. Of course, your grandfather's in the forge with you while you're doing all that. Your grandmother, you spend some time in the florist with her, doing some work with her and showing off a little bit. And she's, of course, asking all of the questions in the world. And how much do you let her know about everything? Like, if one is you leave out all of the details and keep it as vague as possible, to 10, she knows everything you know.
I would probably leave it at like a 50-50. Like, I probably wouldn't tell her about Port Demont. I mean, where's Jackson from?
The Grove.
Yeah, the Grove. I probably wouldn't tell her about the Grove. I would definitely tell her about the Feywild, Arechi, and...
You would tell her about Arechi?
Yeah.
Are you telling just her, or are you also telling your grandfather?
Both of them.
Okay. How are you letting them know about this? Because this is something they don't know about. Like,
Fair.
and that's big. He's kind of the reason you look the way you do.
Fair. Yeah, I honestly would just start explaining essentially my first kill and how I started having weird dreams. Then I started hearing voices, and of course when I got the second piece, that's when I actually started to hear him and not just the dreams. Like, he was actually a conscious being for the
Most part?
Yeah.
most part. Tell him about the third piece and how we still have to get the fourth and fifth piece. And then...
Fifth and sixth,
sorry. And then, of course, the whole transformation and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. They keep themselves invested and wait to hear all of it before they give you any input. Your grandfather takes a deep inhale and that is complex, intricate, and confusing.
What's confusing about it?
I'm not sure. I'm having trouble wrapping my own head around. And he just starts like mumbling to himself, like murmuring a little bit, like he's trying to wrap his head around all of the details. Like he's trying to absorb as much as he can and put it together for his own understanding. Your grandmother's looking at you with just this big fucking smile on her face. Just Do you feel special because of it?
I mean, I'm still trying to process everything, but I mean, for the most part, a little bit, not too much.
It is a lot to happen in a short span of time.
Yeah.
But you said it started 50 years ago?
Yeah, about that long ago.
Huh. Well, I guess you weren't the odd one out then. Your brother with his whatever he calls that. And your sister with her newfound arcana.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the least magical one.
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes. Ow. Sorry.
Well, don't pick at it. She like pats at your hands.
I mean, I got some really good people around me. I mean, they haven't done me wrong. But I don't know how to take all of this in at once because it kind of just happened all of a sudden.
And we each process information at our own speed. I'm still processing the fact that your sister is leaving in a couple weeks. Make sure you spend time with her before she goes.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
And make sure to visit her after she does. You were saying you've been to Singorn once before. That's where she'll be doing most of her studies until they move her to Amon to study at the Alabaster Lyceum.
Yeah.
But spend some time with her. She's gonna need somebody to help guide her through the chaos of this world.
I will.
We aren't much but humble people here. You're all she has. Well, that and your shithead of a brother. And he isn't much of a leader now, is he?
I mean, not as far as I'm aware.
Well, finish eating up and get yourself ready for bed. It's late.
Yes, we'll do.
You spend some more of that time hanging out with your sister. She's starting to get pretty good at, like, just doing a little bit of magic here and there. There's still moments where, like, y'all go out to the same spot where she summoned an army of squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
And she shows off a little bit. And then at one point, it's like, do you see that? And you watch something, like, jump out of her hand, the small little yellow bead, and it flies off about 30 feet in a random direction, and just a fireball explodes in the middle of the woods. And she...
Should we go look at that?
I didn't mean to.
It's okay, you were excited.
We should probably put those trees out.
Yeah. Let's go. Sheep water.
You'll get into a couple other hijinks during this time, y'all being the chaos beings that y'all are together.
Yes.
Belwin, is there anything in the time that you have left? You spent about a week with Aurora at the temple, so you've got about a week and a half left. Is there anything else you're planning on doing?
So I wanted to do little shopping.
Yeah.
For some, I guess, some fun baubles and things on end that have magical properties.
Sure. Are you looking for anything in specific?
I'm not looking for anything in specific, just whatever I'll peruse, if you will.
Okay. I'll say to make it easy, because I didn't really prep much in the way of shopping.
Yeah.
I'll say you can go ahead and look through magic items that are common, uncommon, common or uncommon.
Common or uncommon.
Yeah, and just if there's something you're looking for in specific, just let me know.
Okay.
Just to make it easy on the both of us.
Yeah.
You can find something you want, and I don't have to sit here and scroll through my phone for a minute.
Gotcha.
Is there anything else that you're looking for in this time? Or looking to do?
Honestly, ways to make a bit more money.
Okay.
So I'm just Belwin's kind of looking just to make some extra scratch.
Yeah, I mean,
Or in specific.
yeah, you could always help out at Daisy's. You could always hit up David, your friendly neighborhood half-orc. Maybe do some work with him. You could always go down to the docks.
Yeah. Let's hit up David. It's been a minute since we've seen David.
Yeah, he's easy enough to find. His route passes by here pretty frequently. He passes through here pretty frequently, so you're able to catch him at some point, and you catch him along the road, and he sees you. Oh, hey, how are you?
Oh, David, how's it going?
Doing good, working hard.
Good. Oh, good to see. Hey, do you think you can? You need a hand?
Oh,
Like
we could
next week or so.
we could always
be in
use an
town.
extra hand.
Okay.
It's
All right, sounds good.
yeah. Follow me back to the warehouse, and I can get you set up with some delivery routes.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Alrighty. And he leads you over to his warehouse, where he has essentially risen to the manager of this warehouse. In the past year, it's been a slow progression, but he's finally there now. And he can get you set up with some routes. Roll me. We'll say roll me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to tell me how many jobs you're able to complete in the time frame.
18.
18.
Oh, so acrobatics. That's gonna be a big number. 27.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a D100 and a D20.
Okay, D20 and D100. Okay. Just all together?
Yep. I'm gonna need to pull up a
All right, you
calculator.
ready?
Go for it.
All right. My D100 came out as 91, and my D20 roll is a 15.
All right, doing some math here. You're able to make out for the week with 140 gold from the fat number of jobs that you were able to get done. You were sprinting about town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then, like the last day or something, I want to send some money back home.
Okay. Easy enough. You head to one of the various tellers, or not tellers, what are they called? Couriers in the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I would have sent some money and then the little carved flower I got. Odds and his things back home.
Yeah. It'll cost you 2 silver for the delivery. 3 silver if you would like to insure the delivery.
Yeah, just throw the 3 silver out there.
Okay. They ask for directions or where they're heading. You give them, to the best of your ability, where they're going,
Yeah.
and they are off with your delivery.
Sounds good.
All right. Is there anything else you're getting done here?
Not much else.
No?
Other than just the magic item shopping and money is all I needed. I'll take a second to look at some items for you.
Yeah, and I'll come back to see if you found that. If we're getting close to the end, I'll see if you got it. If not, we can work on it. We've got a whole week.
Yeah.
All right. Leviathan.
You're back.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a Smith's Tools check, a Arcana check, and I'll say go ahead and also make a Religion check.
Smith's tools I'm proficient in, so proficient modifier
Plus your tool expertise thing.
plus 10.
Yeah.
Is it on lower? That is 23.
23. Okay.
For Smith's tools.
Yep. Your Arcana check?
Yes, I'm giving it to I had to remember what it was. It's plus 7. So that is a
Arcana.
it's 15 plus 7.
15 plus 7, 22.
And then what?
And then a Religion check.
Plus 3. I didn't even know that I had a plus 3. It's 9 plus 3. Makes sense.
What was the Arcana?
22.
22. And Religion?
It was a 9 plus 3.
9 plus 3, so 12.
Yes.
Okay. So, you are able, in this time, to fabricate and begin testing, not fully cementing, but begin testing the portable workbench.
Mm-hmm.
You are also able to take the time to put the necessary elements onto the scythe.
Nice. So bones and life steal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the last check. There's something about when you're doing this, it's almost meditative, in a sense. And you're able to get so focused in on it that you clear your thoughts. You've written out your instructions, you know what you need to do. You're just doing it now.
Mhm.
And it becomes like a meditative practice as you're doing all of it. Is there anything that you're putting out there during this meditation, more or less, that you're doing in your crafting?
Probably because I just want to learn war crimes.
What is a war crime? What is the Geneva Convention?
Genocide.
No.
Wait,
Excuse me?
no, not genocide.
So, is there anything in specific that you're looking to learn about?
Automatons.
Yeah, message your favorite, least favorite. We'll be closing out here soon.
Automatons.
Automatons?
Mechanical stuff.
Okay.
Not genocide. Maybe.
Yeah, as you're working on this, especially while working on this portable workbench, a lot of that information starts coming to you. You know, different ways to scale down mechanisms, different ways to attach things, not just through mechanical means, but also arcana means. How to bind a power core to wires to create something like that. Some of this information you already knew. You did make a robot. But a lot of this stuff is like, it's like a refresher course, more or less. Like you're being reminded of a lot of this stuff. Like you're able to pull from your own memory that you have the capability to do that again and tinker with it and maybe make it anew.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you're looking to learn in this moment? You have this moment of this time skip that we're doing. You just pulling it out in the workshop?
I'm gonna start thinking about it.
Okay. You're gonna...
I'm not gonna pull it out yet because there are eyes watching me.
Mm-hmm.
Eyeballs. But I'm gonna start thinking about it.
Okay.
What I know, what I felt, what I touched, what I vibed from it.
Yeah.
What
Some of
Innocence told me.
some of the information starts coming through that starts piecing together what he meant by the plan that he had told you before of how he plans on doing what he plans on doing.
Yeah.
But then it starts getting in there with the refresher course of knowledge. And it starts making sense why he told you to hang on to it.
Can I sense what kind of power this holds?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. 16 plus 7.
Jesus. 23. Yeah, you... Are you pulling it out at any point? Or are you just thinking on it?
I'm gonna...
Because you have it in a bag of holding right now.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go towards the workbench and, like, secretly, like, pull it out just a little bit to, like, look at it. But, like, hover over so nothing can really see. It looks like I'm fiddling with my pickle, to be honest.
I'll say make a stealth or deception check.
Well, I have advantage. And I have advantage with stealth.
This is less of like sneaking around and more of you're trying to hide the thing you're doing. Are you being stealthy about hiding this thing? The advantage that you have is on like sneaking around places.
Oh man. Yep.
Unfortunately.
So I'll do deception because it's +4.
Yeah.
12 plus 4.
16. Okay. So you start pulling it out. What you doing with it? You just like inspecting it?
I'm like inspecting it a little bit. Like kind of just.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh wait, I would have had time to sleep. That means I would have had time to change my spell.
Yeah? You would have had time to prepare spells?
Identify something.
Identify?
Yes.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast Identify on it.
Okay.
You will be outwardly casting a spell.
Yeah.
Which is hard to hide.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you do it, and the information comes flying to you in an instant. Go ahead and add a Luxon beacon to your inventory. And that'll have everything you need to know about it.
But I didn't read. Can I? I don't know. Not custom item.
Luxon.
Yeah. It's the first thing. Night holding.
but you throw the beacon back down in the bag in a moment as you hear the door open behind you. As this information's just poured into your head.
I'm just staring in the distance. Just
Daisy's looking at you. You good? I saw you cast something. I didn't know if you like.
I was trying to cast enlarge reduce on my.
Ow. It's a technical cast, and he just starts going into detail about the possibility of doing it, but how you would have to go about it, and
Bro, I didn't even know the roll for it.
he didn't see what you had.
That is true. It looked like I was fiddling my pickle.
Yeah. So he starts going into the spiel about how you kind of gain the knowledge of like the possibility of doing it.
I'm like, that makes sense, actually.
But also the long-term effects it could have, the negatives that it could impose. Sometimes the risk isn't worth the reward, and he like hints down at himself. Yeah, so just be careful, like experimenting with magic it adds a level of fun, but also you got to keep in mind like sometimes things are permanent.
So is it permanent big or permanent small? I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I won't show you it, but I will say
I thought we were having a bro moment. Like two dudes locked in a prison cell and have nothing else to do but, boost about their size.
not quite,
Bros chilling in the hot tub.
Hot tub.
I will say I wear baggy pants for a reason.
Oh, Daisy!
I smash.
You watch him grab, and it's like full hand.
Man, I've been playing with the wrong NPCs. Goddamn.
No,
Oh, you don't mean that way?
you're not my type.
Oh.
It's complicated. No, we're not gonna get into it. Listen. Just be careful with your spell casting. Sometimes it ends up permanent.
I can see that.
I will say this is more of a bane than it is a blessing.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, so be careful.
To me, it's a blessing.
What's that you got going on the workbench? And he comes over and starts looking at the portable workbench that you're currently in the process of making.
Oh, I'm making a portable workbench.
Yeah. And you start explaining it to him.
It's kind of like Tomay's chest. How it's tiny and then it enlarges and stuff.
Tomay's chest?
Yeah.
What chest?
Oh, he has like a chest that he just...
I'm familiar with anything like that, but okay.
Yeah, it's a chest of all of his gold in it.
Okay, I mean, carries them on. How does he carry? You know what? Magic is a thing, and I use it all the time, and I forget. It's whatever.
You're a bard, aren't you?
You could say that, yeah.
I mean, you do have bard's inspiration.
Press X to doubt.
So, you see, I did go to college to learn my art. But my art is similar to what you're doing right now. Creation. Making stuff.
So you're a bard and artificer?
Yeah, I dabble in artifice. I mean, and he points to the alchemical setup on the opposite side. I dabble. I mean, I get around with it, and I gave y'all some potions before.
That is true.
That puking potion was actually something I got from Jackie Boy. He asked me to recreate it. Apparently, it's a thing in his grove.
I was reading some books of knowledge past these few weeks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was reading about, what they do, what they can do, and all that. And I heard about Jack of all trades.
There's a little bit of that. Yeah, we're kind of, at least in the school that I was at, we were given a rundown of a course of like all of the different things that you would have to deal with if you were going around trying to capture the stories of adventurers and things like that. So they kind of teach you some skills that you might need, like Uh, one of the courses was how to build a campfire. You know, simple. Another one was double speak. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's a way to like give information without giving information. Like I can sit here and tell you about, you know, my friends downstairs. They're kind of rude, but you know, they're good people. They pay well. But you have no idea what kind of people they are. But you have no idea what kind of people they are because I gave you all the information, but didn't give you all the information. So this is just another thing. Helps with persuading people or lying to people sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But they teach us all these different skills, and yeah, I mean, a jack of all trades may be a master of none, but a jack of all trades is better than a master of one.
Right, and she's question mark. Cartoon question marks pop up.
That's
With
it's
participation.
it's something that they would tell us all the time.
Of course. Anyways, this workbench. I'm almost done with it, I believe.
Yeah, this is intricate.
I'm having some complications though with it, I guess.
Well, here, let me lend you a hand.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And goes and starts helping you out. And eventually, you do complete it.
Oh, nice. Oh, yay! I did it, guys. I have a portable workbench. Let's
Yeah?
go.
It do you want to describe what this workbench is like to everyone as they do see it when they do all come back?
All right, you guys know Minecraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a craft. It's just a craft.
It's
No,
a crafting table.
It's not a crap.
No, I'm just kidding. It is a. It's just like a workbench. I mean, it's big, relatively sized to where if I do crisscross applesauce, I can sit down with it and everything like that. I mean, there's not really much to it. It's just a workbench that's put together. It's welded together so it doesn't parts don't come off and on. Why did my iPad do that?
Oh, I thought you were doing the like collapsibility of it.
Well, yeah, it's just a regular workbench, and then it can
Okay.
collapse and shrink.
Yeah,
That way I can hold it.
Yeah.
Because the anvil is pretty fucking heavy, man.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is just a regular workbench. It's just it can
It's like-
collapse and shrink. And
It's like if a
enlarge.
folding table kept folding.
Yes. They do the enlarge, reduce to make it go
Small.
down and up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you kind of interwoven it into the design,
Yeah. And then.
which kind of helps with your deception of Daisy because you wove it into the design, so you weren't technically lying about casting that kind of spell.
I mean, yeah. I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Lying. I'm lying.
Ha ha
Nah.
You also finish up the scythe.
Okay, your scythe now has lifesteal on it.
Wow.
I don't think you can use it on yourself.
So eventually, you all do reconvene
Wait.
at the end of this 2.5 weeks.
Zema, have your scythe. And it's just a black scythe with bones all around it. Like a giant monster skull.
I like do a little swing. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Surprisingly, still pretty like well balanced.
And pretty, like,
Also, the way these skulls are affixed, some of them you can see are like obviously tied on,
Mhm.
but other ones are like, it's almost like it was designed to fit there.
Cool.
Especially the one at the top.
Yeah.
That kind of like the mouth goes into the blade.
Yeah.
the jaw's open and the blade's coming out of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It has lifesteal on it.
And what does that do?
You whack them, you heal a little bit.
Oh,
Like my sword does.
that's needed. Thank you.
Of course, since you always, hurting yourself to hurt others, I thought,
Yeah, that.
It would
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, thank you.
of course.
Y'all are having this conversation. Kaylinn,
Oh,
you come skipping in happy as can be as you've just had the best time in the world with your family.
also I got you this. Giant phallic
Sam's
object.
gonna like slowly grab it.
It's like
and just
Bad Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
where did you get
I
this?
got this at a trinket shop with Belwin.
Kaylinn, as you're like skipping in happy Yeah, skipping in as happy as can be, big ol' smile on your face. You look over towards Zem and Leviathan, and Zem's just holding this massive, just... It is, if I were to describe it, we might get banned.
Not safe for work. That's all
It's
y'all
very
need to
not
know.
safe for work.
That's all you.
Phallic-shaped object. Y'all both look over... Y'all both look over at the door that just opened and your friend who just skipped in, and expression just drops.
Kaylinn, would you?
No, I'm good.
Suit yourself. Thank you, Levi.
I
I'll
thought
have to ask all the men I flew with now if they know what it is.
What have you done?
Do I see Rowan?
No, he's not out right now.
Sad. Okay.
I will say he had talked to you probably the night before that he would be heading back toward to tal'dorei,
That's fair.
as he has some final things to get done so that they can clear sending Amate back.
That's fair.
He would have asked you if you wanted the option of bringing him to the pits here.
That would actually be useful.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have said, please.
Yeah.
That makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah. And that was before he left
Right.
this morning.
Right.
So.
Okay.
But Rowan is not in the space. As
Zem's
you're
just like-
presenting your giant
Zem's just
phallic
like-
object.
I'm just like, and like puts it away.
you know who almost has a shape like that? Is Daisy around?
He's around. He's not actively paying attention, right? Like he was, and then you put it away, and he's going back to like trying to explain to people that these people are just don't mind them. They're a little weird.
mentally ill.
Like he's like making excuses for y'all around the tavern right now.
Daisy, you should look at his pants right now.
Zim, like, very obviously, like, is like,
Make a perception check.
Just immediately look at his pants.
yeah, yeah. It's like act natural. Like, don't look, but there's someone behind you.
Jesus, you're gonna break your neck.
Maybe.
Oh.
Pretty happy.
More people for Zen to flirt with.
Another mentor for Zim to flirt with. Maybe not. 13.
13. You look over and like he's wearing the same outfit as per usual. You're looking at his pants trying to see, and like it's hard to make out anything. Yeah, they're baggy. You don't see any sort of shifting of movement or anything. You also know his capabilities. He could have put some sort of illusion over there, and
Right.
you just
I'm just like,
can't tell.
Hey Daisy,
What's up, Leviathan?
what's that dance move that like you put your hips side to side? Is it like
Make a deception check.
can I have advantage by being like, yeah, he's trying to teach me this dance move, and I just can't get it. He's
Yeah,
like, you know better.
I'll say with advantage, but it doesn't impose disadvantage for him because he
Yeah.
knows your tricks too.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So
true.
I got an 18 plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 22. No, 4.
Yeah, so 22.
So 22. He looks over at you, and you watch as his smile.
Do you know the dance move?
Yeah, the one where you watch him set the tray down, and his like expression dropped and everything. Like he's gone a little bit serious right now. Sets the tray down. Yeah, the one where and he starts swaying his hips perfectly. Right? No movement.
Them like starts.
No!
There's no movement.
No, it's just like half-mindedly like doing it. It's like.
Eyes are up here, sweetheart.
Oh, right. And then she does it like.
This is a good move, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets the hips moving.
It does. And then you go like up and then you go.
I think he's on to us.
No, he's not.
You watch a little bit of Arcana dance across his fingers, and then you feel your ear get grabbed. Ever so faintly. Ever so faintly. Like, it's not like squeezing. It's like, it's just gently grabbing. And he's like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You feel it start to pinch just a little bit.
Daisy, listen. Zem's over here just like,
Hear me out.
Nah, this will be funny. And what's the sound that Leviathan makes at that
I'm
moment?
gonna say that I was next to a table when that happened and just the table. My head just bounces off the table.
Yeah. You watch the spectral hand disappear after the fact.
Zem falls out of her chair laughing.
My was just, do you like the sight and the big dick? And follow her.
Yeah. Boom. Oh. Yeah, you're out like a light. Daisy, oh, fucking hell. You wanna help me with him?
Yeah.
And you help like lift him up, and you watch as Daisy like gets underneath him and just like shoves him and like launches him up into where that bed is under the stairs. Just throws him up there.
Zem's kind of like,
Sometimes you gotta deal with big ass fucking drunks.
no, I get it.
You gotta hit the gym, you know, and he like flexes and he is fucking jacked.
Oh!
He is a jacked fucking dwarf.
What?
Zem's like, you know, all the offers I make, they also stand for you. Damn.
Me too.
Zem, I don't know if you picked up on it. In all of the times that we had spent together, that I'm genuinely just not interested in anybody like that.
It's worth a shot.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but like
It's fine.
Melody
Everyone bursts my
Melody
bubble.
tried to when she first got here.
Oh.
Hers is a little more direct though.
Oh yeah, she's very direct.
Yeah.
With how she does things.
Yeah. I know I'm good looking, like it's
You are.
part of the brand
It is.
though. Like I don't use it as a way to appeal to, you know,
That's fair. Well, it's appealing,
interested parties.
and the offer stands whenever you want to take it.
I appreciate the sentiment and the attraction, but
Worth a shot. And Zem just kind of like skips away. Damn it, he's a Zach. Oh damn.
You're asexual.
there's a lot of self-inflection with Daisy too. I built
Oh, yeah.
I built it took me a year to build Daisy.
We love Daisy though.
We love Daisy.
Daisy is a good boy.
But eventually the rest of you all do reconvene back at Daisy's.
All collectively, yeah.
All collectively. Belwin, as you're entering into Daisy's, are you sporting something new? Have you decided?
Yes, I have. I've purchased a circlet of blasting.
Uncommon, right?
Yeah.
Let's say it ran you 400 gold.
400 gold.
400.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so
So
just
I just have it on my head.
yeah, do you want to describe to them what this circlet looks like?
It's just like almost like it's very like thin and wiry. Except it has like three little spots in the front that have like reddish, orangish, and yellowish gems on it.
Yeah. So Belwin rejoins you all sporting a new piece of headwear. Kaylinn has rejoined you already.
Yeah.
And Aurora's been here this entire time. She's just been chilling.
Kind of the.
Yeah.
She smoked earlier.
Yeah. But you all reconvene, and Tomay follows suit shortly behind Belwin a few moments later. Can let him describe what he looked like when he comes back next week. But you all share stories that you choose to of your ventures over the last 2.5 weeks.
And I just
I'm
start
not saying big
spewing about
here.
blueprints. I just start spewing about blueprints, and everyone's just like,
Belwin, I have to ask, do you say anything about the experience at the temple?
Like, I don't say too much about it now.
Okay.
But doesn't have a reason to.
Okay. Yeah. Aurora talks about, oh yeah, I went back to my temple and visited, what say, spend some time with Amelia at her grave, and it was nice, it was pretty. Belwin got to meet a lot of people. I also tackled a dude.
Yeah, I would mention I went along with her.
Yeah.
That's about it.
But you all eventually settle down for the night, or drink yourself to sleep, depending on what you choose. And that's where we'll close out the session. It is
Alright.
2.5 weeks later.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when Tomay asks what the day of the week is, I will have it for y'all. Or what day it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and do favorites and least favorites.
Wow.
Cool.
Woohoo!
Oh no, I am Gavin.
Oh yeah, I forgot to change these.
Nah, you're good.
Oh well.
Let's start with
We'll start it with
your
it's
staff?
it's Danny now.
Danny.
Danny's starting us off.
You got it.
Give us your favorite, least favorite.
Favorite, rolling some bullets and hunting. Least favorite. I know this, but my character doesn't know this. But this fucker.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. Speaking of this fucker, favorite, least favorite.
Favorite, finally being able to drop the ball that Leviathan and Jameson know each other. That's my favorite fucking part. And then least favorite, probably not being able to talk about it in character.
That's fair.
And then Grace having to leave early.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But that's also a favorite that we got some sentimental moment from her
Yeah.
and Belwin.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love
That was
that.
I want it animated.
It'd be dope if any of you out there are willing to put an effort for an animation like that.
Or if anyone wants to pay me money to do it. I'm not doing animation without payment.
Oh, understandable.
Fuck animation.
Right. Kaylinn.
I got stick figures.
Yeah. My favorite, honestly, just kind of getting this out of the way and making it faster than last time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just super nice to kind of just breeze through what everyone needed to do while still getting some exposition.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured I kind of learned from my mistakes of the last time. It's better to just breeze through a lot of it. And then if y'all jump into any sort of RP with it, then do it. Or give y'all that little bit of bait every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
Yeah. I don't really got a least favorite. Just a chill session.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No least favorite being no blasting.
No blasting. I got a circlet of blasting though.
True.
So,
Which
there is some blasting, it's just not the blasting you're used to.
Yeah.
you have acquired the blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm picking up. I'm sure over the past couple weeks, I'm I miss Robert. I need something to
Yeah.
blast for him. So I picked it up. Yeah, found it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And there might be some interesting ways you could use that in tandem with something.
Mm-hmm. We'll
But-
see.
We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Hey. Savannah.
Hello. Favorites have to be finally getting that lore drop with Levi. y'all don't know, but I've technically been a confidant for the campaign since day one. But I finally got to join just recently because DM finally stopped telling me things, but that was one of the things that I got told, so.
She's still massively out of the loop.
Oh, yeah. For sure, but, like, I know pretty much most of the overarching story, I think.
Up to this point, you have the same working knowledge as the rest of the party.
Okay, that's fair.
More or less.
So, just kidding. Also, I loved all the flirting that Zem got to do. I loved it. I loved it so much. Did it all fail? Yeah. But I loved it. I loved shooting my shot. Because that's Zem. She's just going to shoot her shot, and if it don't work, she's like, oh, okay. There's certain people that she's a little more disappointed about, but least favorite, Grace having to leave early. Of course. Like, anytime anyone has to leave early or be gone, it kind of puts a slight damper on everything. But, yeah, it was a good chill session, kind of like Kaylinn said.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I was thinking it might have been perfectly timed that, like, she could have stuck around for a little bit, because she said her out time was midnight.
Right.
And it is 10 minutes past.
Yeah.
But
DM, what are your least favorites?
we'll start with a couple least favorites.
Okay.
Least favorite, number 1. No blasting.
No blasting.
Like, I gotta do it for the boy even though he ain't here, you know?
Yeah.
No blasting.
Another favorite, no Tomay.
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
No, sorry, another least favorite. Thank you. Sorry, I misspoke. No,
Damn.
another least favorite. I forgot where I was starting my word.
You're good. You're used to favorite than least favorite.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm doing it the reverse this time.
Yeah.
Another least favorite, no Tomay. Like, I would have liked a moment to run through some of that, you know, what he was doing at the table.
Yeah. Instead of behind the scenes. And
yeah.
we're all kind of out of the loop.
Yeah, but it's okay. It'll, to be fair, whenever y'all are all seeing each other in the morning, it's the first, like, fresh breath light at everyone again.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's anything different with your characters and you want people to notice it, you can describe it then.
Oh, like my thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another least favorite is Grace having to go
Yeah.
a little earlier than the end.
Right.
We still haven't gotten her favorite, least favorite.
She's probably not home yet.
Probably not. But favorite, absolute favorite, is finally getting to drop that lore bomb.
Lore drop. Yeah.
That is a year in the works of a lore drop.
Mm-hmm.
We've been talking about it since the summer of last year, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for the actual players to find out more.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to start adding that tension, that gritty tension that I feel like there hasn't been enough of the characters, like, having their point of view of another changed.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have all kind of grown closer in this time.
Right.
Yeah.
But for somebody to drop a bomb like that to your face is going to be... It's going to be fun. I expect there to be possibly some emotional honesty in those RP exchanges. Like, from the character's perspective, of course.
Leviathan to just unmask.
Yeah, some insight coming about true intentions and truths of people.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have the possibility for a level up right around the corner right now. But just so y'all are aware, level 12 is when shit hits the fan.
Let's go. I love when shit hits the fan. That means more blasting.
Oh, my monkeys always throw shit at the fan.
I'm ready.
Oh, I always throw shit at the fan.
I'm in. I'm in.
Another new one.
But Yeah, no, favorite is my final favorite is looking forward to what is to come next.
Right.
Because y'all got what y'all needed to out of the way. Spending time with friends, spending time with family, getting some prep work done,
Meetings out of the way.
meetings out of the way. Now it's time for shit to hit the fan.
Yeah.
And I hope y'all are prepared.
I don't know.
I'm ready. I'm in.
I'm as
I'm
ready
not
as I'll
ready.
ever be.
What's the job? I'm in.
But with that, that's gonna close us out. Thank you guys for being here. If you were live on Twitch, if you're watching after the fact, thank you for watching all the way through to this point. If you're listening at home, thank you for listening to this point. I know our audio can be shit sometimes, but thank you for dealing with it.
We're figuring it out.
Also, thank you if you go over to our TikTok or our Discord or our other social medias, and check us out there. Sponsor spots are still open. Thank you guys for being here. We love you.
Fucking forget to smile.
She beat me to it. She beat me to it. Don't forget, stay happy, stay hydrated. Don't forget to smile. We love you.
Yes. Love you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
They're coming for us now. Somehow they found us out. No sudden moves, don't make a sound. They're out for blood this time around. We gotta burn it all down. Today's the day, revolution's on its way. Our time is now, hold the line. This is how we'll be defined. Just stand your ground, give and take. Only works when both sides really give and take. So revolution's on its way. Look around, what do you know? This whole damn place is about to blow. Look around, what do you see? I see the wolves at bay coming after me. Oh, 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 get ready for the war. They're coming now, yeah, they're right outside the door. They tried to hold us down, but they can't control